Welcome everybody to session 6 of Road to Baldur's Gate and Descent into Avernus. Um, for today's session, is there anybody who would like to give a recap of what happened during last week's session? This should be a pretty short recap, I think.
It will be. I can go ahead and just shoot that one out. Aunt Camilla woke up to Pip Kip's sort of coveting the coin in camp and threw around the idea of a deal. The group then finished resting and came across some weird running corpses that really, really like the coin. So after a harrowing battle where Aunt Camilla went down twice, not bitter at all. Don't worry, not bitter. During the battle, discovered that they were after the coin, and after some Hail Mary plays, made it out of there alive. And the group ended up in what is it? Scornabel, right?
Yep.
That's how you pronounce it. Scornabel?
I always say Scornubel, but I don't know the actual way to pronounce it, so I'm not going to be the pronounce police.
Okay. Well, the group ends up in Scornabel, and while looking for a temple, I think I know that's what I was doing at least, we see a tiefling, or a person who sort of shimmered like they were a tiefling, and upon closer examination, the person looked like me, so we gave chase and ended up in an alleyway with some young child.
Yeah. Firstly, thank you for the recap. Please gain inspiration. Another thing I want to tell you, and I don't know if it'll be relevant, but I feel obligated to bring it up because this is something you could have super sleuthed. But your characters certainly would passively, with a passive insight, would think this is strange. Whoever noticed that the person looked exactly like Antamila would find it particularly strange.
Very robotic to me, at least.
Can you all hear me?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Maurice was also going robotic for me when he was talking.
Okay.
So I wonder if it's the server.
It looks good right now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Quick recap.
So you would find it particularly strange because you know that Antamila is wearing a helmet that conceals her appearance. So I just wanted to point that out. But that is a thing that is considered. I just wanted to give you all that heads up. Anyone that saw the face. Not everyone knows that, but...
So she looks like Antamila without the helmet.
Correct?
Okay.
And I'm still wearing the helmet because I haven't taken it off.
That is 100% true.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was a thing that I felt like it would be important to point out. It might not be, but...
I feel like I think only maybe Eldrin actually saw the face, though. I mean, I'm sure he would have told everyone while we were tracking. Once we lost them and we started moving into track mode, sure,
I thought it was
come up.
I thought it was the three of us that had high enough insider perception.
Not close enough.
Was
yeah,
it?
So maybe it's
thought...
only Derek that doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm just more following the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was able to follow the tracks. That was
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you three definitely was like, holy cow, and I'm more just like, hey, who are we chasing?
What's going on, Frades? Oh, don't look at the stream.
A good old-fashioned
Yeah, I
chase.
closed it.
Yeah, just making
Yeah,
sure.
mine's minimized.
Yeah, as long as you're not actively looking at it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I will say to the group, just because it sounds like we are likely going into combat and initiative pretty soon, based on the circumstances and the timing of the day and everything, this is one of those few times that aid was not cast.
Rip.
So, just a heads up there.
I thought we took a long rest and then you did it again.
Based on the time, everything, and maybe Donald, correct me, I thought we're getting into this place at the end of the day, at the end of the night.
That's correct, and don't
Yeah, so
forget
unless
that it took you some time to follow the tracks because of your initial failure.
True.
it was a particularly long endeavor
Right.
to get this
So
far.
unless you recast it midday, which I doubt because it costs another spell slot.
And
We
that
wouldn't
was
I see what you're saying.
exactly. So we're like, I don't know if we're
Yeah.
still have it or it's ended and I have to recast. And to me, because if it's 16 hours,
I
from
guess
the
like
morning,
how far were we? How far were we when we left
So
the
when you
campsite?
left your campsite, you got to Skornubel about, I think it was early evening, I had said.
Okay, so it took us like a whole day. Okay.
Yeah. Not a whole day, but a better part of a day.
Okay. I thought we were like 3 hours away or something like that, but if that's the case, then yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so what you had last saw, you were following the tracks. You had thought they were relatively fresh, Eldrin, and you were trying to be stealthy. And you turned the corner, or you kind of peeked around the corner, and you see a child. It looks like a beggar child, sitting there, slumped against the wall in rags. And then on the ground, you also see a sewer grate. And you don't see anything else of real interest.
So I don't see anything else around.
I mean, to the south, you see buildings, and I mean, you see what you see on the map, but nothing else noteworthy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this would seem pretty suspicious to me.
Yeah.
I would kind of put my hand up to let the party know that there might be something here. And I guess I would want to look. I don't know if maybe I can do like. I want to actively look for anything around me that might be suspicious. Like this could be a trap that somebody's setting up for us or something like that.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. That's not. I try to do it in D&D Beyond. Jesus.
Not yet.
Not
Someday.
yet. Someday. Yep. All right. What did I do? Not
18.
bad.
Yeah, so you're pretty confident that you see the trail of the footsteps, and they seem to disappear at the sewer grate. One thing of interest that you notice is the kids' clothes seem to be a little bit oversized. Other than that, you don't notice anything interesting.
Okay.
Can I activate my divine sense?
Yeah, you don't see anything from your character's perspective.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Oops,
Actually, you
that's
sense
the-
Pip above, actually.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's what I meant to link.
You mind if that's to smite him?
Yeah, I was gonna say, not smite.
Yeah, Pip is about 20 feet in the air above Derek, actually.
Nice. I would gesture to the party to come to me so I can talk to them. I guess.
Okay.
And then I would, if they do come, I guess I would say that the tracks lead to here. There's something weird going on because they are fresh, so it's definitely the right track. There's a kid around the corner, kind of just standing there, weirdly enough.
He's slumped. He's like
Slumped.
sitting.
I
like-
see. Clothes a little oversized. Possibly we're dealing with a shapeshifter, or that was just the clothes that they had. There's also a suit grate, so perhaps there's some passage down into some kind of, underground society or something like that. So I don't think I would be the best to go forward and check it out. I don't know if you guys want to try to talk to the kid. but
How old's the
I
kid?
would rather
like.
I
Is it
would
a
rather keep a
kid
lookout.
or?
It looks like a children.
Yeah, he
so-
looks like he's probably like 8 years old, maybe.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like
You know, if we were talking like teenager or like.
No,
Like-
he's a wee child.
Gotcha.
right. I would be careful because it's a vulnerable position in that alleyway. But I would rather be able to keep a lookout from here, make
Mhm.
sure nothing iffy is going on. Man, and the party just stares at me blankly. Okay.
Um, sorry, I was
They're
typing.
staring into your soul.
I was like, okay.
So. Yeah, I mean. You said you didn't see any. So far as you could tell, you didn't see any traps or anything around, right?
I mean, I took a look. Doesn't seem like anything is obviously. It would have to be pretty well hidden, I would believe.
Yeah. Cool.
But, there's no guarantees. It could be magical of some sort.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys have the ability to sense that kind of trap. Alex, I think you're muted, by the way. Saw you talking.
I actually do have detect magic, but
Yeah, how
Can't cast it
high
as a ritual, though, right?
how high would you think the rooftops are, Eldrin? Would it be possible to get a vantage point from there for us?
It's not a bad idea. I could probably scamper up there.
Because if that's the case, then maybe Edmund and I could just nonchalantly walk up, try to see what he's about.
yeah, that makes sense to me. We can
Do
just-
the roofs look stable enough, Donald, here, like in this area?
Yeah, it's not like a particularly like rundown roof or anything like that. So
Okay.
you haven't spent a lot of time trying to climb buildings or roofs in your career, but you would assume that people were building these roofs at some point. They could probably be stood on. Yeah,
Okay.
they're only about maybe like 10 feet up, I guess. I'm gonna say.
I'm pretty nimble on my feet, I guess. If that's what you guys would like me to do.
I mean, that if the tracks lead here, I guess we gotta go figure it out, and we can't just naturally assume. Cautiously approach. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
There's
up for that.
definitely some magic at play here. So, yeah, I
maybe.
mean, detecting
literally-
what kind might be able to help, but I don't know if it's worth using some of our more
Cool.
precious resources on that.
All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll decide on that if it seems like something that needs to be done.
Sounds good.
For now, yeah, I agree with you, Eric.
Okay.
Let's just see if we can't figure. I mean, worst case scenario, maybe this kid saw the person, right,
True.
and start heading over in that direction.
It definitely, yeah.
Hmm?
He definitely seems there's something off going on, so I wouldn't trust the kid.
Yeah.
Especially since there's some type of disguise happening.
All right, hold on a second.
Cool.
Edmund, you
Good to
moved
know.
up. Are you climbing
Yeah.
the roof?
Wait. Oh, that's a roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, I
crap,
was
is my
kinda
map
going
that
to-
bad? My bad.
No, I
Hold
knew it
on.
was a roof.
No. Yeah, I thought that was like cobblestone.
Oh no, that's a
Okay.
building roof, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so I have to go this way.
Yeah. Oh no, sweet Kenny, no.
Okay. Yeah, no. My intent was to walk towards the kid, so I would go this way.
Okay.
I would try to go up on the roof.
Alright, hold on. Give me a second. I have to do something based on what you said.
Yeah, I really didn't realize that was a roof. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Eldrin.
didn't see it until just
Now that you say it, I can see it.
What's the highest passive perception in the group?
I have a
I
15.
think mine's 14. Yeah,
Okay,
14.
give me a second.
I was actively looking for things though,
Yep.
but probably not as I was climbing the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Donald's just like, I know. Yep.
Make sure that it's not like, oh, I was doing this, and then like try to retcon anything.
You're good. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's very hard to play this thing, and I'll explain why after the encounter. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is the encounter that's I'm really scared about you guys doing, but I want to make sure I play it fairly. So, all right. So you climb the roof, Eldrin. You're able to do so just fine. You don't even need to make an athletics check. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people around either. Like, this area seems... Like, you remember the market that you were in earlier that was particularly crowded with a lot of people? This area seems, like, pretty absent of people. Like, you literally see no one except for the kid just kind of sitting there. It's probably a residential area. Not 100% sure, but... Yeah. Okay.
I guess when I get to the roof, I would want to attempt to kind of hide from people that couldn't see me, right? Like, if somebody was like in here.
Yeah. You're trying to hide from anybody that's in like
Yes.
the alleyway, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a new stealth check. Okay. You are hiding on the roof. Edmund, along the alleyway, you see a boy kind of slouched against the wall, and he kind of lifts his head as you approach, and he says, "Oh, sir, do you have any money?" And he kind of looks up at you expectantly.
I definitely haven't gone very much way in the ways down the alley.
Yep.
Like, as depicted is where I am. Okay, cool. Because my hopeful plan is to basically just, at first, just ask him if he's seen someone that looks like Anthamilla. But she's not in eyesight yet, I don't think. I'm assuming he can't see her anyway.
The roof is basically in line with the building. So where there's
Right,
roof,
exactly.
this
Yeah.
is like a 10-foot narrow alleyway. So he has not seen anyone that you're aware of except for you.
Right. Yeah, that's what I assumed.
here.
And the boy would answer you. He would say, so did you describe her?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know. Anthony, are you staying where you are, or are you moving over? Because I know
just
Derek was
move up?
going with me, I
'Cause
thought.
I'm trying to look around to see if I can see me, so... Stand back. I'll move up if you're gesturing for me to move
I would
up.
assume there's no other people in sight based off what Eldrin told us. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you that the tracks of the first one we were following came to here, and that they were
Yeah, it
fresh.
came down the alleyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, if Anthony is in sight, then that would be my goal. Is basically saying, like as I literally, was coming up. I mean, if he asks me first about the coin, then I would say maybe. Have you happened to see anybody who looks like this person here around?
Ta-da!
And the kid looks like startled when you turn the corner because you have a very scary mask on, and he kind of shakes his head and hides his face. He's like, "No, I haven't seen anything like that."
So I take off the helmet, just a straight helmet bed.
Yeah.
Just kind of hold it.
What
under my
about like this?
football player?
And he kind of looks, and he seems like nervous, but not in the same way, I suppose. And he says, and he puts his fingers to his lips, and he kind of says like a shush kind of motion, and he kind of points to the sewer grate.
Gotcha. Is that incitable?
Yeah, please give me a insight check.
And
12.
give me a moment. And while I'm doing my insight check as well, is the sewer grate? Does it look like? I mean, it's a grate. Is it like locked? Is it like bars, or does it look like it could be lifted?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, 10-foot.
You would anticipate it requires a bit of. It would require a bit of strength to lift up. Like it's like what was said. It's almost 10 feet in diameter. So if it was made of like iron, it'd be pretty heavy. You might be able to get some purchase under it if you were like particularly strong, but it's heavy. On Tamila, with your insight check, you think this kid is hiding something. You're not sure what, but the implication that someone is in the sewers doesn't sit right with you.
Can I look
I
down
lean over
to the
it.
sewers from where I'm at?
Yeah. You have 60 feet of dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. Looking down in the sewers, you see it drops about 10 feet before there's water. But you don't
Okay.
see anything else down there. It looks like there's like... It's just 10 feet down and then water.
I guess if the party happens to look at me, I'll shake my head like I don't see anything.
I don't trust this child, Edmund. I'm looking at whispering to Edmund.
The kid kind of speaks up and he says, she paid me to keep quiet, but I'm scared. Can I? And the kid like looks around nervously.
Why are you scared?
She threatened to hurt me if I said anything.
Is she here in the alley with you?
He just kind of points to the sewer grate again. He doesn't say it, but he kind of just points. And he kind of puts his fingers to his lips and he's like, shh.
Could I do my own insight check to see if Eldrin would know? Because he's not really communicating with the party.
Are you inciting the thing that had already passed or the new statement about the sewer?
The new statement.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Me, I don't know.
The kid seems to be being honest. You think that the kid is genuinely afraid.
Okay.
Why don't you come with us so that we can make sure we can protect you?
And he kind of nods slowly, but then he points to the sewer again, and he shakes his head. He seems to be afraid to cross the sewer grate.
So I would look up in Eldrin's direction and kind of like pantomime like a boost type thing, which doesn't make any sense because he's not on the ground, but basically I'm trying to get the point across that like maybe you can lift him up onto the, I don't know, he's small, so maybe not, but I don't know if you have rope on you or something. Maybe he can go up over the roof with you rather than crossing the grate if he's that scared of it.
If you say it, I would understand it. I don't think I would get it from.
Yeah, just did. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Are you talking up to the roof?
No, that's what I was trying to avoid doing. I don't want to do that because I don't want to give away that he's up there.
I guess with your passive perception, you probably know that I wasn't very stealthy getting up there.
You don't know that though.
Nah, that's true.
Well, I mean, if he could hear me, right?
Yeah. He's really good at hearing stuff, though.
That's true. That's true.
The boy kind of like looks really nervous down. Again, he seems to be looking right at the sewer grate. He doesn't seem to want to move.
Can I cast light on the bars of the sewer grate?
Absolutely. What's the range of
No,
light?
I can't touch, actually.
Oh, got it.
Oh, you have to
Not
touch
done
it.
with that.
Yeah, never mind.
But
Can I? Is there
Are
a
there,
rock
like-
nearby that I can
yes.
cast that I can cast light on and throw it into the sewer grate?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I would like to attempt to do that.
Okay.
Must I roll a dex check or something?
No,
to see if I
that's
make it
easy
in?
enough. It's not that far.
Sure.
It's like 20 feet away. You know, it's flat
Yeah.
on the ground. It's pretty big.
Cool.
Yeah, you get a rock and you chuck it at the sewer grate and it clanks on the bars a little bit. And the kid
Like
looks
your
like
sploosh?
terrified. You hear a sploosh after a second or so, and it seems to start to sink under sewer water.
Did I see anything illuminated?
You didn't see anything new. You saw the color
Got it.
of the sewer water. It's a grayish green. But other than that, you didn't
Hello?
see anything beyond what you had saw already.
Would the gray screen be expected?
Yeah, you would
Okay.
expect it to be. It's sewery.
Right. Yeah. I wasn't like a unnatural green or something.
Some would say it's unnatural.
Well, yeah. I guess I would, I would, pantomime to the party like, they didn't look like anything to me.
Is anyone looking up at Eldrin?
I'm keeping an eye.
Yeah.
on
Oh,
him,
I'm
but I
sure
should
I'm
be able
looking
to
up
see him.
towards his direction. Yeah.
Got it.
Like in order to be able to communicate at all, even if we're trying not to talk.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely have to be
So
looking
make
up in that direction.
Look up like you're thinking type thing.
Give me a deception check.
That's fine. Not a good step. All right, for your second. 8 deception.
Very
Oh.
nice. You feel as though your thinking pose is particularly convincing.
And being
Curious.
lawful good. I could just command this kid to approach, but Edmund would never do that. Playing the wrong type of paladin. Get over here. I want nothing to do with this enclosed alleyway that suspiciously looks like a trap.
Yes. Be afraid.
How long does this last?
I don't have anything for this. I don't know what to do.
It's a really awkward encounter.
It is.
I'm not even saying it's an encounter, but we all know this is an encounter. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
We
Right,
know
yeah.
something's going on. We don't know what's going on, but
Something.
something's going on.
Cool. I will. I almost wish we all failed our insight and that we didn't think he was being shady at all. It'd make this easier.
Would have been much nicer.
Well, to be fair, I want to emphasize again, only Antamila found the thing
Yeah.
around this sewer to be shady.
Yeah.
Everything else has been on the up and up.
I would assume we're whispering things to each other as well.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if that,
said she was
affects the
Well, I
kid's
don't know
temperament,
how
let me
I
know.
could've-
But
Told
No.
that to Eldrin, just sort of kind of.
no, Eldrin definitely no.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't. know.
Eldrin saw the kid pointing. That's how
Yeah,
he knew to look in the sewer.
right. As far as I know, well, you guys don't know what I know, so you'll
Yeah.
see my actions, and then that will be what it is.
Can okay. I think at this point, Derek would just be like, try to persuade him, telling him, hey, all you have to do is just get a running start, hop over it, and then we can get out of here all together. And just just try to persuade him. I mean, hey, you want some gold? You want some food? We can go get that, but we need you to come out of the alleyway with us. And I would try to talk him into doing that.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Okay, that was awesome.
Alright, so Derek tries to convince the kid with candy and gold. And the kid seems not about that.
You are not great with children.
And he kind of bundles up a little more.
Okay.
And he says, if you're not gonna give me gold, just leave.
I would tell the group, I mean, we could try to come back later and see if he's still here. We know, we think she went down, you know?
I trust Eldrin's tracking capabilities, so she's down here somewhere.
That hasn't steered us wrong this far.
I can at least...
It's true.
I can at least confirm that there's nothing afoot such as the likes of Pip-Kip. But beyond that, I have no idea.
Speaking of, maybe Pip-Kip can check out the silver.
No, he's gonna want something in return, and you know it, and it won't be gold.
Okay.
Scratch that from the record, Pip-Kip. Ignore it.
Did I hear my name?
No, we're good.
I think seeing that we are...
Ooh, hold on. There's a thing, Eldrin, that might change your mind.
Okay.
Actually, you hear a whisper in your ear, Eldrin.
Mm-hmm.
The familiar voice of Pip-Kip.
God damn it, Pip-Kip.
And he says, I could tell you an interesting thing that you want to know. All you have to do is make a deal with me. There's something interesting going on.
How about a deal for you to shut up?
We can make a deal for that.
A deal for me never to talk again.
I am absolutely... Do you want to talk about that now?
Not
I'm
right
trying
now.
to be quiet. I was about to say he might hear you.
I'm trying to be stealthy. Come on.
Okay.
Get out of here.
You hear a flutter.
Kenny loves Pip-Kip.
I forgot that Pip-Kip actually would have a very interesting point of view of what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my primeval awareness.
Whoa.
What is that even? What is that? Oh, let's read.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, you can use your action to expend one ranger spell slot, focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, so I assume a level 1 spell, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you.
Correct.
Aberrations, celestials.
Wow.
You know that this is going to be complicated. Hold on, let me look.
You sense
You know
a dragon.
I
Run!
know. You sense there is a fiend right next to you.
That is... Well, you don't know the location or number. You sense fiend, and that is it.
Just fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that primeval awareness should really be a little bit more helpful since you're using
It should be more helpful because it's a spell slot, but...
It's like the spell.
Well, I mean, it is...
Pip-Kip kind of ruins this for you, doesn't it? Holy crap.
Well, if there was something other than a fiend, yeah.
Location or number, like, right. That's kind of what you want to know.
Right.
It's like I should roll something to see if any of these things are within a mile, just to troll. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do
It's like, you know, Edmund has Divine Sense, like 5 of them every day, with no spell slots.
Yeah, but mine has to be line of sight. Yours doesn't. So I get to find out who it is, but I have to see them.
Yeah, but you know the exact number and location.
If they're within eyesight, within like 60 feet, I think.
Yeah.
So
cool.
while everyone was
in fact, is that
talking,
still going?
Is what still going?
Divine Sense. How long does it last?
6 seconds.
No.
Yeah, it's 1 round.
I think
Really?
it's 1 round. Maybe.
Damn.
All right.
It doesn't.
So I think we've had
We could use it
a
again.
Yeah.
pretty long conversation, and during that time, Derek would have been using that to look around, try to find physical traps, actually investigating down this hallway.
Okay.
I mean, well, man, now that I said that, I'm even disagreeing. Because
Okay.
I'm not really, poking around.
You haven't rolled
Yeah,
yet,
yeah.
so don't worry about it.
Yeah, to me, I'm
Yeah.
I'd have to poke around to investigate. And
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see,
just kidding.
you
As I
might-
started saying that, I'm like, no, you're dumb.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Does anyone have
Alright.
some rope?
Yeah.
Almost all
if
of you
you're
probably
asking.
have.
I
Yeah.
think all of us do, yeah.
Except for me. 'Cause I took it off and never put it back on, so I now don't have rope. Which is...
Yeah, I have rope.
We
This poor innocent beggar child.
try getting one of ourselves onto one of these roofs here, and then the child can climb up, and then we can just have him climb down the rope. I say that loud enough for the child and everyone else here. As if no one is on the roof at all.
Does the kid respond to that plan?
I mean,
So you're suggesting that someone climbs the roof and gives a rope for him?
Yes.
He nods.
Okay.
Nods in agreement.
Yeah, he seems to be he likes this plan.
Alright. Okie dokie. Well, then I'm just gonna step around the corner here.
I would say while we're working on that,
I mean,
can you describe what, and like in air quotes, she looked like?
I'm sorry?
I said while we're getting that arranged, I asked the kid if he could describe what he kept saying, like she said she'd hurt me or whatever. I'm asking if he can tell me what she looked like.
He would just point to the person that was
To
right.
Anthony. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's what I was making. I was just making sure that it was, because it's
He looks a little nervous.
yeah, it's odd that he's willing to talk to Anthamilla and listen to a plan that she's put out. If Anthamilla is the one that was threatening him, apparently, is why I was curious.
So just a reminder of events. When you turned the corner, the kid was asking for money.
Right.
When Antamila showed up with the helmet on, he was scared, and when she took it off, he was still a little nervous, and he's been a little nervous since then. Just
Right.
throwing that as a reminder, if that's relevant to you.
Yeah.
Alright. Can I take my time to get on this roof?
Yeah, you won't have any problems climbing the roof.
is the rock that was lit up still like at the bottom of the?
Yeah, you
Sewage?
can't even see the light. You saw it as it was going down, but
Okay.
it seems to be some ways under sewage that's dark and murky. You can't see it at all.
Okay.
Interesting. Alright.
Yeah, it's probably like
silently
sludge.
gesture for Eldrin to let me borrow his rope.
I will give him the rope.
Okay. And I'll make my way over here. And poke my head over the roof. Hello!
He looks scared at you. He
Don't
kind
be
of points.
scared, we're gonna get chatty here.
He kind of points to Ed, and he kind of yells up. He says, I was kind of hoping he would come."
Oh! Okay, one moment.
This is doable.
We can
Alright,
work
after
on it.
some finagling and blah blah blah. Kid's still terrified of me. Switch positions. Help you up on the roof.
Did you get my rope? back?
Wait, was he talking about Derek or was he talking about Eldrin?
Edmund.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this, I guess.
Now you have his rope, which you could probably,
Yeah.
have
Sure.
Be sure you're not watching stream, by the way.
No.
Don't look at stream at all.
Nope.
us.
Don't say things like that, though. Damn it. It makes me nervous.
Don't.
Look at stream.
I'll lower the rope down.
I was gonna say it before you said anything, but I will
Yeah.
ready an attack in case the kid is somehow hostile when he gets up here.
Oh my god, no! This kid's gonna like trip and hit me in the face and get shot.
Well, come on. I would know the difference between somebody trying to get up on a roof and
Sure,
transforming into a
shakiness.
different being.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
think
he starts to try to climb the rope, and he doesn't seem to be good at climbing. He's trying to climb this rope, and he can't seem to do it.
Once he can, if he can even get up to the point where I can just like grab a hold of him, I could pull him up the rest of the way. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
needs to get up.
It's only about 10 feet up from where you are, so he can hold on enough, and you're able to pull him up just fine.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So he's
Get him up
on the roof with you, and he looks over at Eldrin and he says, "Oh, who's that?"
That's a friend.
Can I gauge his reaction to see if it was genuine? Like, was he
Like,
really
you were there
surprised? that I was-
already?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an insight
You
check.
sure you want that pride hit? Did this
Also,
kid
it's
know
different.
that I was actually here?
Yeah, he seems genuine. He seems really surprised to see you.
Okay.
Say, all right, well, let's take the long way around towards away from this grate that's terrifying apparently.
He agrees.
My favorite thing would be if this kid's nothing and that whatever is in the grate is the problem and we're skipping this encounter and get no experience.
Hold on.
Would be my absolute favorite.
Everyone stop moving.
Okay.
When you were there and when Eldrin was next to him,
Hmm.
something happens.
Oh no! Eldritch tentacles help.
No.
He shoved you into the grate.
The kid simply punches Eldrin.
Wow.
He punches you. With his fist. With his kid fist.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh.
I mean,
God.
I wouldn't let him punch me. I would grab the fist.
Well, you could certainly try. Let's see how your AC is.
15, I guess.
Alright. So, he goes to try to punch you. And he hits you.
Okay.
And this kid seems really, really strong.
10 damage.
Really strong. Oh, sorry. You didn't. I didn't GM roll that. This is for something that's
Would
you.
Eldrin have been able to get an attack off?
Eldrin is going to be able to get his attack because he had a ready to action. Eldrin, you take 17 bludgeoning damage as this kid punches you, and you are absolutely winded. Like you did not expect such a powerful attack from a small child, but you had your bow ready.
Mm-hmm.
And feel free to give me a attack because this kid took a hostile action.
There's a bludgeoning, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I have a reaction spell, but I wanna just double check.
Are we seeing any
well,
of this down on the ground?
You cannot see the kid from down there.
Right.
And Tamila could probably catch. I don't know. That'd be kind of tough. You could probably catch Eldrin though. I think it's really weird with 3 dimensions and looking up at stuff.
I can roll for it. I don't mind.
No, passively, I'm going to say that Antamila could see Eldrin react to something. You don't see the kid, definitely not.
Yeah, he's short.
So I shout up. Is everything all right up there?
You fire a longbow and your longbow in surprise, and it misses the kid. And it's
No.
weird too because it's almost like the kid reacted preemptively to you firing the bow. It's like you were confident your shot was going to hit this kid straight in the face, Even at melee range, you were so confident in your aim, but he literally moved like at the last second as though he knew where your shot was going to be coming from. With that, I want everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative.
Like we need some serious.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Not like this.
Not like
Oh, he tried to punch you twice, by the way, Eldrin. He missed with the second punch. Which would have been disastrous if he hit you with.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Someone.
Did everyone roll?
There it is.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you hear Antamila call down from below, is everything alright? And then this kid just starts wailing on you again.
Edmund yells, "No!"
Within 5 feet, Edmund.
Wait, don't you have?
It's kind of like a halfway between an answer to Anthamilla and also just like a know that the fact that this is happening, like that you're being attacked. Eldrin.
Did Edmund's protection not go into account the first punch?
Did he use
I
it?
would have had to say I used
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not an automatic thing.
Nope.
Nope.
But I will use it on this thing. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Are you using it for this first attack? The kid tries to
Sure.
punch again.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I
first
don't
attack.
know if there's any difference, so I'm assuming they don't visibly look different in any way. Like the second one's not glowing or something when he did the first two.
What's your AC?
15.
You are hit for 5 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and he tries to punch you again. Oh my
Protection.
god.
It's a crazy monk.
Protection works on both?
No.
Okay,
I was just saying, even with protection, he still hit him.
correct. Protection is he gets advantage?
Disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, he still hits. And the second one hits as well for 10 damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Holy crap.
That's a very fair fight. Nice.
It's really not a fair fight.
No, falling damage. I can't even like roll you off the roof to safety.
You're just falling prone. You're not falling off the roof.
No, I know, but I'm saying I thought for a second I was like, oh, I could roll him off the roof to safety, but he would actually take damage from the fall and probably die, or at least fail a death save or something stupid.
On Tamila, you saw Eldrin, and now you saw Eldrin go down on the top of the roof.
Alright, will it take the full turn or my full movement action to get back on the roof?
I'm just going to make it difficult terrain, so half movement to climb. It's not difficult to climb.
I guess I'll just move over here. Or here? Which is the...
That's
the-
15.
this is
That would be 50. That would be
Yeah,
10.
it's 20
right?
feet to climb the roof total, because it's
Oh.
10 feet high, and it costs twice the movement.
Yeah, that makes sense. So 20.
So you can get to the rooftop very easily, and you still have 5 feet of movement.
Okay. Now, here. Alright, I see that he's
Only has-
down.
Oh, you can move diagonal. You have 5 more feet of movement if you'd like.
Yeah. If you want to get within touch range.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, gee, I guess I wonder what my first ability is going to be for the day.
The kid just
okay.
has an
So,
impassive look
I
on his
can
face, by the
clearly
way.
see that he's down. What? One
Yeah,
more
I would-
time?
Good. The kid has an
Sorry.
impassive look on his face.
Yeah,
So
he has like no emotion.
Yeah, I would make sure to let Anthamilla know that the child attacked Eldrin.
The kid would say, "No, he did it," and he points to Edmund.
Yeah, you're not gonna make a death saving throw yet, buddy. Might as well heal yourself. I'm gonna use cure wounds on you. And actually, great about that. But yeah, have it, right? There you go.
Nice.
Very good.
Great.
Aldrin, you regain consciousness.
Keeping
You
an eye on
see
the kid.
the child that pummeled you standing above you. Antamila's come up on the roof next to you. Are you done, Antamila?
I do have a bonus action, don't I? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
Eldrin, you are on the ground. What would you like to do?
Acting in character.
I would like to get up.
Okay.
Attack twice, knocked prone, goes unconscious, comes back up, still acts before Edmund. Negative one initiative, folks. -1 initiative.
Just as a heads up, the order was never sorted.
Oh yeah, you're not. You're supposed to be before me. You're supposed to be before Eldrin.
I thought I did
Yeah.
sort it.
Oh yeah,
It looks sorted other than Derek.
so
It should be
Derek.
Derek's turn right now,
Yeah,
technically.
Sorry, it's Derek. Derek, it's your turn.
Take that, Elion.
Wow. I don't even know how to feel about that right now.
I mean, I would rather do some damage to this kid before I get up there. I get up, so it's okay.
Yeah. So Derek is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Like move up over to this side. Pretty much saying, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys okay? What's happening? And I think he would ready a firebolt towards the kid if he starts pulling shenanigans.
So you see the kid pointing at Edmund. Edmund is... You heard Edmund from the ground stating that the kid, did it. And the kid is saying that, no, he did it. And you haven't seen any sort of physical violence, but you see Eldrin on the ground. He just got woken up by Antamila's magic.
Still on the ground.
I'm still kneeling, healing him.
Yeah. Still, so gonna stick to that. He's readying the firebolt at the kid. He has his suspicions, but again, he didn't see anything of what happened. So I don't know. If a kid pushed him, that's a kid thing to do. Not quite sure he's ready to just blast away because nobody actually said F him up. So I have a prepared firebolt. That's my turn.
Eldrin, it's your turn.
I would stand up.
Okay.
How much movement does that take?
Half. So 15 feet.
I guess 20
Oh, you move 40?
on my first turn.
Oh, got it. Cool.
All right, I will. Only have what, 20 more? How good of a jump is this?
So
Oh, dear.
jumping is very easy normally if you have a running start, which is a minimum of 10 feet of
Okay.
movement. And you could do a long jump, and you don't have to make a check for it generally. It's just a raw mathematical formula in regards to how far you could jump horizontally. The exact jump distance is jump distance calculator 5e. What's your strength score?
My strength?
Mhm.
8.
8.
Yes.
And how tall is your character? This is relevant for vertical jumps.
Hide it somewhere.
Should be under description in D&D Beyond.
Put it there. Let me see. 6 feet.
Okay, cool. So, with a running start, you could jump 8 feet horizontally, your long jump, and your high jump is 2 feet off the ground. And you can jump up and reach something from the ground that's 11 feet off the ground. Without a running start, your long jump is 4 feet. So it's going to be hard for you to clear that. I'd probably let you try with some sort of acrobatics check if you wanted to try to make it across. If you had a running start. If you don't have a running start, you're simply not going to be able to make that jump.
Yeah.
Would that be his action, right?
I would let if you're dashing, I would let it be part of the action though.
That makes sense. No, I'll just move over here.
Okay.
Take my rapier out.
Okay.
And Hunter's Mark the kid.
Okay. Where's Hunter's Mark? All right.
Let me mark this spell. There it is. Okay. Then I will try to hit him
Okay.
with advantage.
Yes, with advantage. You hit.
Nice.
Does something special happen when I hit him?
He takes damage.
Oh.
You
I don't want to be
stab.
like, and you activated my 4th trap card.
Yeah,
and you're
these things are
You cut a
kind
small
of.
child's hand off, and he screams in terror.
The kid looks. He starts. He looks surprised. He's like, "What is going on?"
But he doesn't die.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no!
I would get a feeling that a hit like that towards a normal person would kill them, right?
Most commoners would die from a rapier strike.
Okay.
Also, most commoners wouldn't knock. Most children wouldn't knock you out with 2 punches.
Yeah, you have the feeling he's probably not a normal kid.
No, I understand that. I don't,
Yeah, this is
some
very important for Edmund's turn. I'm glad someone else attacked him first, because Edmund needs to be in his head sure that this is not just a kid.
Okay. And then I do my second attack,
Okay.
which probably hits with the 24.
I was hoping that there was some reaction, like you slashed him and like he had green blood or something. I don't know, like something to let me know this is not just a kid.
Well, you see Eldrin carving him up. That will hit.
Okay. So that's 21 damage.
Very nice.
My second hit. I would.
What if he's just a particularly strong 8-year-old?
Maybe they shouldn't be going decking of
Yeah,
spring.
21 damage.
Okay. So. 33 damage total, I guess.
Yep.
Okay,
You done?
that's right. Yeah. Yes.
Very nice.
Edmund, you see this kid. By the way, Derek, based on what you saw, do you want your firebolt to happen?
Yeah, I guess if you would be so kind to allow it, now that I'm actually seeing my comrades attack this.
Yeah, you see your friends attacking it. You haven't seen the kid take any hostile action, but your friends certainly feel like it's worth, so I'll let you decide if you want to fire.
Yeah, I definitely trust my friends over this, whatever's happening.
The kid
Okay,
that
so-
just took 33 hits of damage.
Yeah.
That's,
As a
that's the amount of
19
health
to
I
hit.
have with 8.
That will
7 fire.
absolutely hit for 7.
That's true. That would have killed me straight up.
Edmund, your turn.
Okay. Edmund will say, "Please don't just be a kid. Please don't just be a kid." And he will
He looks at you with like puppy dog eyes.
No, I'm attacking him with inspiration. And critting on the inspiration.
Oh,
On the-
On the
also-
advantage?
Yeah, because I have inspiration. Oh, I guess I didn't have to use inspiration.
Yeah,
Can I take that
you don't,
back?
you don't have to use inspiration. You already have advantage.
Thank you so much. So let me roll the damage again, which is
No, it's already there.
Oh, it already did
yeah,
it.
just double it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 17.
So,
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, it already
there.
does it
Okay,
for you.
Cool.
If you
And
do
then I
smite, then that would also get
yeah,
credit, I guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing a smite.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Because whatever this is evil, clearly.
Crit it.
Oops. Why am I? Last time I wanted Divine Sense, and this time I wanted Divine Smite. I think I have Divine Smite programmed in. Hold on.
This poor
haven't used it
innocent
very
beggar
much.
child.
Dude, crit smites. Love it.
Roll
do
it
I
again
just
because
do-
of crit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do it again. Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
only the first ones apply because he's not undead or fiend. So another 15.
So 32 damage?
17 plus 15, yes.
Okay, yeah, so this thing gets whacked. Like, just, your sword goes across this kid's head, and he starts to fly off the roof. In mid-air, like, flying off the roof.
Taking attacks of opportunity?
No. Force movement does not provoke. Shut up.
Yeah, it's
I'm doing
force
something
movement.
cinematic, too.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, he's not actually taking his turn. He's very dead.
God.
He's negative 20 hit points. In mid-air, the kid's body transforms into something blue and gross.
And falls to the ground.
Blue
Yeah.
and gross?
Balls.
Like, of what shape?
It looks very humanoid. It looks like a person, except it's
Gross.
blue.
Not
Gross
like,
gross like slimy, or gross like boily, or
Yeah,
gross
does he
like.
have hair? Does he look like the exact same, or what?
It looks like this. I'm
Everyone's
afraid to
gross
show-
level. You don't have to show us a picture. You could just describe it.
No,
a
I
little
have to.
Okay. I mean, we're about to go down there and investigate it probably, so we're gonna see it anyway.
so who?
Well, that depends.
I mean, Aunt Miller can probably see it from where she is. So.
Exactly.
Give me a second.
I need to get me some healing.
Man, crit, divine smite, rip
Oh.
kid.
Yeah, poor kid.
Destroyed
My
that child.
dread ambush. Being able to ambush him too with me. Oh,
When he shapeshifts into something blue midair, Edmund probably lets out a sigh of relief.
It looks like this.
No, he would have been pretty sure. Oh, weird.
okay. Almost like an alien.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it looks weird, right? Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's very humanoid, but its face, like, you don't see all this though because it's wearing clothes, so you just kind of see the head. But that's
Alien
what
in
you see.
nature. Does it grow at all? Like, does it get taller, or does it stay the shape?
Yeah, it grows to like a normal person size.
Fills out the clothing a little bit.
Yeah,
Did
it's
it have-
almost like
did
it was fitting for that person.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did it have a mouth?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's weird.
But yeah, the kid is motionless on the ground.
Not a kid.
Anything else you'd like to do, Edmund?
Wait. The kid or the blue thing?
The blue thing that looked like a kid previously, but no longer looks like a kid.
Edmund will use his 30 feet of movement to move over here and drop down. Well, I'm assuming it takes.
I'm just gonna put the
Whoa.
token here for you.
I was like, whoa, that's 5 feet. That giant ass thing was. I was like, I take it back. I don't move off the roof. If we were fighting something that was like gargantuan size from the rooftops, though, that'd be a pretty cool fight.
That would be.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So move over, drop down, and start taking a look at this thing. I mean, unless we're if we're in combat still, obviously that'll be the end of my turn after I move. But
All right. Well, it's not. As you all notice, something else happened. That
oh
happens
no!
on initiative round 20.
Yep.
At turn.
20. Kick pick. Pip Kip usually has a 20.
Pip-Kip is usually only doing things that are in his self-interest. And this is the thing that Pip-Kip would have told you about.
What then? Where? What?
Oh, don't worry, you'll see soon.
Yeah, soon enough, all the GM layer will be revealed.
Yeah. 20.
Oh
I
gosh!
felt I should mention it took extreme
20.
willpower not to check out the Twitch stream.
Nah, I don't want to
Alright.
see it.
I
So,
haven't been able to like go to it to just like leave it.
Oh
on my-
no!
so from the ground, Derek and Antamila. No, well, I guess Edmund is the only person that wouldn't notice this. But people crawl up the side of the buildings, and they look like normal villagers. And then they attack you.
No, no. There's more than one.
You got past the really scary part, though. I'm really happy. I think you guys are gonna be okay.
Oh, that was the really scary part. This part isn't scary.
Dude, we like hit. We hit hard.
You guys
Yeah,
smushed
Y'all
that kid.
destroyed that
Between
child.
between me and Eldrin, I think we did over 60 in a
You
turn.
smushed him. He's supposed to be alive for this. this isn't supposed to be a scenario where they're alone.
Yeah, the two of us together, it's 65 damage, and then an
Yeah.
extra 7 from Derek. So that
I
heal,
had to crit for mine though.
Little by
heal
little,
you
that's
did-
what I
that
do.
heal you
Oh,
did,
beautiful.
MVP.
Yeah. MVP heal.
All right,
Yeah.
Derek. This thing tries to attack you twice.
Tries to.
Well, actually, it's the one on the right first. And Tamila, Duder on the right attacks you. You almost didn't see it coming. Misses. Oh, God, crits.
Marvelous.
Oh, this is really bad because they have a similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
Edmund is not adjacent to Antamila, right?
No, he's
Nope,
on the
I'm
ground 10 feet down.
Okay, making sure.
Okay, that's really good. I just have to do that one more time. It's really low damage for that. Followed by really high damage. Antamila, you might go down in one hit.
I would imagine because we don't have the 5 temporary hit points. Okay.
I'm adding, hold on. $31 damage?
Okay, so he hits twice.
That's from
The first
One
time,
hit.
or he hit- That's from
one
Wow.
crit. One crit, to be
Oh,
specific.
Wow. Yeah, I'm down in 1. Give me a reflex save.
Oh, yeah.
Ability.
Yeah, he crit back. He makes it.
Of course he does.
That sucks we didn't make any of the checks to see that there were more around. Ugh.
You did, actually. You just failed them.
I actively looked.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah, the
when I
checks
say
were
make-
made. Yeah.
No, I meant make as in succeed, sorry.
Ah,
Not make as in actually do.
Yeah, the correct checks were absolutely made in general.
Yeah.
They have a thing I'm going to tell you about after this encounter, which will explain a lot to all of you as to why you thought this fight was unfair, and you'll understand why.
Though they can probably like camouflage against stuff or something. If they're shapeshifters.
You're down, Antamila?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Rip.
All right, next one. This one's attacking trying to attack Derek. I'm going to say try because I don't want it to necessarily be true. Oh boy.
I mean, the action of attacking is still happening. Hitting is the thing that makes
true,
it
true, very true.
It is by definition attacking you. I'm also scared that Derek's alone with one on the other side.
Mhm.
Well,
It's
anyway.
probably not going to be a concern for much longer.
Because he's gonna be down.
Probably. I'm rolling now. He hits you twice. Actually, what's your AC?
To stay in line with everything, 13 right now.
Okay,
You
he
don't have
does.
mage armor on?
He does hit you twice.
You wouldn't have cast the mage armor on you when it ran out.
So this is the issue. I'm trying to ask, have we passed our 16 hours? I would not have recast it, but if we haven't hit the 16
Oh,
hours,
forget the last 16
last-
hours.
yeah, the last one still is in effect. So like technically, you guys still have your aid for if we're still within.
I was thinking 8
Oh,
hours.
16
No.
hours, it should be in effect.
I mean, that's Donald's call. I don't know how long.
I don't know when we arrived in the city. That's what I was
Unless it's
trying to ask.
past
Yeah.
midnight.
'Cause
So
it-
Well,
left 7 in the morning. I'm assuming. You
Yeah.
got in early evening. I'm gonna say I'll just be generous and say 5.
I mean, still 10.
Yeah, and then
Is it 1 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
is it
'Cause-
1 o'clock in the morning? No. Actually, hold on. How long did you guys take to? Sorry. I'm thinking of
No, that's perfectly fine.
5 in the evening, and then it's not 1. No, it's definitely not that late. It would have taken the whole tracking thing takes you 5 hours off course. 10. So from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. How long is that?
Okay. So then technically I would still have my mage armor up, and I think Anthamilla would be
Dead.
5 more wherever she is. I don't know if that puts her up.
No.
Okay.
7 to...
But that does put me at above.
Yeah, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. 16 hours would be like 11 p.m. or something like that, right?
Yeah, you're pretty close. Because 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1
I
to
can't
2, 2 to
imagine
3,
it's that late.
3 to 4,
I mean,
4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. It's so close. It's within an hour. Because you're at 10, about 10 p.m. is what I'm saying right now. I'm just going to say... It's kind of weird to change it now.
It is.
Yep,
the only
Especially
reason
since we pre-established it.
Yeah,
just thought it was 8
the
hours.
yeah, I thought it was 8 hours. I forgot he has the thing that makes it 16, or I would have fought for this from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's-
say for the sake of continuity, the time it took you weren't really thinking about it, and
Yep.
it kind of wore off.
And that is perfectly fine with me, and so therefore, since we got into town, I would not have thought to cast it prior to this. So nobody has aid. I'm at AC 13.
Okay.
Right? AC 13? No, I'm probably even lower than that.
No way.
I don't actually know what my AC is normally.
Wait, really? Let me look.
It's 12. I'm 12.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Alright, well, you take 27 damage.
Okay, cool, I'm down.
This fight.
They're very good on if they sneak up on people and surprise them. Okay, Antamila, give me a death save.
Roll 20. Roll 20. Roll 20.
That would be really good, actually.
Yes.
Okay, 1 success. Derek, give me a death save.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 20. Roll 20. Roll 20.
Very good. Okay. Eldrin, you just saw 2 normal townsfolk climb over the wall of this building and just wail into 2 of your friends and knock them out in a single hit. Well, not a single hit. The 1-2 punch combination. A classic boxing maneuver, some would say.
Okay.
I would say things, but I'm unconscious.
You are very unconscious. Things cannot be said.
Yes. Well, I have no formal healing at the moment. So I would Hunter's Mark. Let me see. I would Hunter's Mark this guy. I
Okay.
guess the guy instead of the woman.
Okay.
Make a passing comment of Eldrin, get up here, or Edmund, get up here.
You get no
myself.
response from yourself.
Yes. I will move to here
Okay.
and attack the guy.
So, this is relevant to you.
Mhm.
This part, the roof
Yeah.
kind of is at its peak. It's like a, like a peaked roof. So if you go
okay.
too much, you're fine right there. I'm just going to say you're fine for the purpose of this. But if you go down more from here, it's going to start to be hard to see him. You ignore cover anyway, but just don't go too much further. Otherwise, you literally have no sight.
Okay. Sounds good. Now we'll attempt to hit him.
Okay. You absolutely hit him for 24 damage.
For 24 damage.
Okay. Are you done?
Yep, I think that's all I can do.
For your reference, I'm gonna make sure I'm proactive on bloodying these guys.
Thanks.
Because Edmund ended up using extra damage that he probably didn't need to do on that last one. My bad. But you smote him off the cliff to death, so Edmund, it's your turn. You're on mute, Kenny.
Sorry, I almost sneezed before, so I muted myself. 20 feet to climb up.
Yep.
Dump my lay on hands full into Anthemilla for 15.
Dump all over Antamila.
So you are healed by 15, Anthemilla, and are now awake. And as such, I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on you. I will then use the rest of my movement to, well, not the rest of my movement, but part of the rest of my movement to move up one more so that I'm in front of this person. Wish I could be between the two of you, but that's good enough, I guess. But yeah, so +2 to your AC, Anthemilla, and you have 15 points back. We're still prone, though. And that's my turn, as they say.
Alright, he's gonna attack Antamila.
Rip.
It's almost like he knows she's prone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shield of Faith and your protection.
Yeah, he misses with the first one.
There's a good chance.
The second one I will use protection.
He misses with the second one.
Cool.
He messes up.
Oh, I keep forgetting that your protection is not automatic.
Yeah, no.
I'll try to go a little slower to give you opportunity. This one, Derek's down. She is going to 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's gonna run and jump across the roof, and she's done.
Attempt to jump across the roof.
No,
That's a running start.
she has no problem jumping across this roof.
Yeah.
On Tamila, it is your turn.
I was hoping she was gonna trip and fall.
Nope.
Somehow.
If I were gonna make this roof bad, I would have made you guys make a lot of checks, but that'd be pretty brutal for this encounter. I would not do that.
No, it just would have been funny if you rolled it and it's like, she needs like anything.
one.
And then she rolls a 1 and just falls.
I gotta start doing stuff for crit fails.
That can
Yeah,
be fun, yeah.
I think it'd be fun. Maybe not like
Like, we've had a
damage
couple
stuff.
of double ones. I should do it for catastrophic failures. Like, where if you roll double 1, like, the 1 in 400 rolls, something awful happens. Like, really bad. What would you like to do, Antamila?
Down again, so let's finish off Mr. Broken and Bloody here. Okay. Yeah. Let's do... Yeah. I'm going to use my bonus action. Well, I'm going to stand up first, because that seems like it'd be a smart idea. So
Sure. Pretty reasonable, I think.
I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm not going to look pretty pissed off. I guess I'm going to let Searing Smite sort of activate.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and cleave this bloody bastard in half.
Okay, the bloodied guy. So you're focusing fire.
I like it.
I'm so impressed with the party right now.
I approve of focusing fire.
I assume the first one is the attack. I don't know why it rolled twice. But
I wish it was that second one.
you miss.
Yeah.
Alright, bonus action. Are you done?
Yes, I am done.
Derek, give me a death save.
Some low rolls on damage. Jesus Christ.
Cool. That's your
Alright.
second
Ooh.
death save.
Nice.
Eldrin, it is your turn.
I don't have any ranged healing, unfortunately.
I don't think any of you do, actually.
I will
Oh, and
next level.
Anthony doesn't have healing word?
I don't know. I don't think so, though.
Gotcha. I don't know if I can get it. I think I might be able to.
I don't
Yeah,
think
she
so.
doesn't have healing word.
No.
All right. So my turn.
Yeah.
All right.
All signs point to murder.
That guy's bloody, right?
Oh, yeah, you bloody him in one hit.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not risk it. Let's go for the more sure way then. Yeah.
You hit him. For 9 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Anything
He's
else?
still up.
Yep.
Damn it.
Don't worry,
Alright.
you have another admin before he goes.
Yeah. I think at this point I will move here.
Mm-hmm.
This will give me 10 feet of running start, correct?
Yeah, if you're trying to jump across.
Okay, perhaps next time.
Yep.
Okay.
You done?
Yes.
Edmund, it is your turn.
Can I stand here without falling off?
Yeah.
Cool. And hope that I kill this guy so he doesn't shove me off next turn or something stupid.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I will move on the other side to flank,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will make an attack with advantage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Ooh,
Crit.
Oh my
Again.
god.
Jesus.
That's
Um,
good.
that's really low damage. Huh?
Jesus.
That's really low, so I
But
think
he hasn't
I
burned
might...
smite yet.
Yeah, I might burn smite. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's my last spell slot, but I'm gonna do it.
Can't take
Word.
him with you.
Dayric's still down.
Yeah. We gotta
Oh
accelerate.
yeah, another 19.
Yeah, this similar to the other guy.
Did I roll
Like
12?
same type of longsword swing.
I rolled it twice because it doesn't factor in crit for that one,
Yeah.
so I had to roll it twice.
+7.
So yeah, a total of 26, I think.
Yeah, he also flies off the roof
Yeah.
from the sheer power of the blow. Conveniently in between Antamila and
Yeah.
the other lady. And he's very
The
dead.
power of Helm compels you. Also.
And in midair, just like the other one, it turns into a blue-faced creature.
Did it
that
look
was
any
only-
different?
No, it looks remarkably similar. You'd probably have to get a lot closer to tell, but it looks pretty similar to the other guy.
Okay.
Since that was only 10 feet of my movement, I will use another 10 to move here.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't see how much roof was there. I was willing to grant you the
that's
other
good.
one, but that's fine. You're good.
Yeah, your call. If not, I'll just move somewhere else. But yeah, assuming that's cool, then that's where I'll be, and I'm good. That's my turn.
Cool. She's gonna disengage. Drop down, not climb. What's the damage for falling? Is 1d6 per 10 feet?
Yeah.
I believe that is correct. Yeah. I'd have to look to be sure. Double checking. Falling. Yeah, 1d6 per 10 to a maximum of 20d6.
Cool. She's done. You see her bolting. On to Mila. Your turn.
Alright.
It doesn't take
I
any.
love all the measurements.
Well, I'm just curious if it doesn't take any movement to drop down.
It
Yeah,
doesn't,
you-
but you'll take 1d6 falling.
They'll take damage.
I'll-
It takes
I'll-
5 feet to move to that square, but you
Right,
don't
right.
have to climb down half speed or anything like that. Or if it
Okay.
was 20 feet up, you don't have to go 20 squares of movement. You're just falling.
If you
Would I be
if you want to
able
fall.
make
Yeah.
a falling attack onto her with my axe.
You could certainly try. I would require an acrobatics check to see how capable you are of midair landing and swinging.
Like as part of the attack, basically.
Yeah,
Precursor.
it's a freebie.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet though.
There might be bonuses if you succeed, and then there will be humiliation upon failure. So consider these when you make your choice.
Whoa! What about a falling grapple?
With these things are pretty strong, but I need to block this thing's exit. So
Zangief.
Okay, you know what? It might be worth it. Let me see. Huh. And it's acrobatics?
Yeah. Are you going for the falling axe attack?
Not athletics? Oh.
No. For something like this, it's absolutely the one time I will require. Acrobatics is never used, and this is certainly an
Yeah.
acrobatic maneuver.
I'm not backflipping. I'm falling onto her with my axe.
Yeah,
Falling
but
with
that requires
style.
precision and style. Like, you will get a benefit if you succeed.
Yeah, I just don't have anything in Dex, so it's gonna be
The DC is unknown to you. It could be very easy, it could be very hard. You've personally probably never tried this. If this was written in your backstory, perhaps that might be way easier. But, you know, it could be easy.
am in a certain mindset, so I'm going to try. I'm specifically going to try and drop, I guess, blocking her path while trying to hit her with the axe. Okay, so before I even move, acrobatics, and wish me luck, folks, because I haven't been rolling too well. Sort of. In combat, at least.
Falling avalanche attack. I inherited this from my dwarven father. Oh, you're using a greatsword though, actually. Oh yes, excellent. This is the type of acrobatics roll I love to see. This is where you have brought great shame on your family.
Oof.
All right, so you do the thing.
3 and a 2. Jesus, wow.
And you make a battle cry in midair. Go ahead, give me your attack roll, because I'm not taking away your attack.
Okay, why not? Still on fire, so.
You get the bad ones out of the way there.
Like 2 and a, like, not even a fucking.
I actually don't know the defense of these things. You guys have been rolling really high on your hits. This is the first time I've actually had to look. All right,
So,
you
yeah.
absolutely miss. You fall prone,
Marvelous.
and you take 1d6 fall damage.
Alright. That is. Of course I roll high there.
Oof.
Fucking piece of shit. Anyway. I'm glad I didn't take an inspiration for the fall. 'Cause that would have
That would have been sad.
That would have been the worst feels.
That would have made me actively mad. Just
Did you use inspiration on the double ones?
Yeah,
Someone
was
did that
a while
once.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
a highlight clip.
It was on Tamila, yeah.
Yikers.
That
Derek,
thing hates me.
give me a death save. Ooh, one failure.
Oh, fail.
Hold up
Damn it.
though. I'm going to just go ahead and use my thing, which will
Yeah,
guarantee
definitely
me,
get you. Yeah.
it'll
You can't-
guarantee me a save.
Yeah, you can't roll a 0, so.
Yeah, sure. You have stabilized.
Yay.
You are still unconscious
Okay.
and on the ground.
Oh, I forgot you don't wake up. That
Yeah,
sucks.
nobody even knows that you're okay, but you're totally okay. Eldrin, is your turn.
Well, Eldrin was gonna let that person go, but
Yeah.
seeing Antamila, it looked like it didn't sound like it was a graceful landing.
Cool.
God damn it, Pepe. All right.
You
He won't jump across the roof anymore.
Meta imp.
Cool.
Well, just seeing Antamila run after her.
Okay, yeah.
Man, I guess I can get right on top of her here. Blocking her way out? No. You can go through allies, right?
You can move through allies, yes.
All right, so I'll go here. I'll just Hunter's Mark her
Okay.
and shoot her, or attempt to. Well, I will shoot at her whether I hit her.
Okay. That definitely hits
Okay.
for 19 damage. Jeez. And maybe mark her with Hunter's Mark. Edmund. All right, I assume you're done. Bonus attack. Move.
Yeah, she's not bloody.
No.
Okay.
Edmund, it is your turn.
Okay.
I got first row seats. You try now.
What'd you say?
So I have first row seats. You can try the jumping thing now.
Yeah. No, I just ugh. I don't technically know that Derek's stabilized. Is the problem. But I can't get to him anyway. Not without dashing, which way it burns a whole turn. Okay. Drop down. Dropping down takes no movement, right? Just
Yeah,
1d6 damage.
yeah, the falling.
Yep. I will drop down. Move 20. I'll roll my d6. Take 1. And I will attack with advantage due to flanking
Yeah.
for 8 slashing. Assuming I hit on a 22.
You do.
And that will be my turn.
Okay.
I hate to be that guy, but I think you have to do a concentration check.
Oh, for Shield of Faith. No, you're right, because of the fall damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. It's not a huge deal.
Oh, yeah, actually. My Searing Smite's a concentration, I think.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Oh, smite is a concentration. You're right.
Mine is. Searing Smite's not a Smite.
Working? Oh, there we go. It's the first one, so an 11, but that's fine.
So, double roll. Yes.
Yeah, it didn't
Okay,
do
you're
it the
good.
first time.
Okay, nice. Yay, mine's still.
Nice.
Helpful, like a fucking roller film.
What do you have concentration up for, Anthony?
Searing Smite.
Oh, that's right.
It's gonna try to run.
Is it going to disengage?
No, it's gonna go full 60.
Whoops.
So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Huh.
Nice.
You hit.
Come on.
Anthemilla, come on.
Do I even get to do an attack roll since I'm prone?
Yeah, you just have disadvantage.
Oh.
Does it cancel
you
with
were
it?
prone.
I thought it canceled with advantage.
But it
Well,
was-
she doesn't
we
get the
don't get
attack of
advantage.
opportunity
Oh, that's right.
until you
Yeah.
move out. So
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
So, do I get to attack her or not?
yeah,
You do, just at disadvantage.
just make an attack roll.
But aren't you giving me advantage because of the
No,
flanking?
No.
that's what we were just saying. Because by the time you attack her, she will be out of the flanking position.
And you miss.
Of course.
Damn it.
Oh, because of disadvantage. Yeah. It's like I'm 21 miss. What?
And it bolts.
Yeah,
No.
this map might become.
The
I'm
problem
gonna
is I don't have a full city built.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
basically, we just need to know if she's still in line of sight of Eldrin, because he might be able to take her out in one shot.
She will absolutely be dashing around corners and stuff. So
Yeah.
so what we're gonna do is
I could see myself getting probably one more hit or one more try. That's
Well,
about it.
I mean, no, she could literally
No,
just go
because
here
she's
right
literally
now.
yeah, she's gonna go right there.
Or
Yeah, but
anywhere.
then I have my turn. I can go, you know.
Yeah, but she's dashing 60. If you want to attack, you're only gonna be able to move 30. There's no way you're catching up and attacking her.
I'm not. Well, I don't have to catch up. Right? I just gotta get vision.
Right, but even if you move 30, well, let's see.
Is she? Where
I
is
guess
she
what I'm saying is
moving
like if
to?
I can get to the other side of the roof, like here.
Yeah, I just don't think you.
Where is she?
Right?
Moving?
Oh, you get 40 on your first. No, only on the
Well, no,
first
no,
turn.
just 30, just 30.
No,
so like,
she'll just run straight to make everyone's lives easier.
I mean, she can go around the corner. Like
I just
around
don't think you
here.
can catch up to her. She does and attack her. If you can, I'd be impressed. But
Yeah.
Anthomila, it is your turn.
Love of fucking God.
I probably
Stand
should have
up.
grappled her. But
Sorry, she moves one more.
Yeah.
You know how I can miss this time. I'm going to
Poor Derek.
get in the line of him. I'll
Imagine
get
if he
there,
was
but I'm
actually
not.
dying.
yeah,
That's pretty meta, boys. I'm gonna throw it out
it
there.
is. It is really.
It's really heavy meta. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
I got no healing.
Yep.
I have a feeling
I
bad.
actually have just 3 points that I could do.
This
Yeah.
could have
What?
been the death of Derek.
Yeah.
He's made 3 death saves.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. That was rough.
It's
I feel like
it's
every
definitely-
encounter, the death of.
Yeah. So
It's-
really.
it-
Now I'm pretty much picking up that mantle now.
Yeah, I
It's-
went down this time.
It's definitely meta.
Okay, alright. Okay, let's see if I can hit this one. 4! Fuck! Sake! Really?
You guiding bolted
No.
him.
And bonus.
You can't cast spiritual weapon and guiding bolt.
Oh, that's too
Yeah,
spells.
yeah. You gotta do cantrip and a spell.
You done, Anthomila?
Yeah, I am done.
All right. Derek, you're unconscious. Eldrin, it is your turn.
Could I do something if, let's say, if Derek was, still doing saves? Could I do something even without healing?
To stabilize, it's a medicine check, which
It's a
is
medicine check.
DC 10.
Medicine. Okay, I have good wisdom. Okay, so I guess I could do that. Okay, I didn't think about that. Just kept
But
It's
I don't have
okay.
any healing.
doesn't so outside of game though, from my own understanding. I mean, 3 successes. Aren't I stabilized?
You are
You are, but
stabilized.
he doesn't know that.
I don't know
Okay.
that.
Yeah, we're way past that,
Gotcha.
though, so we might as well just keep
Yeah.
rolling with how it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not even sure I can make the jump because of my strength. So.
You can't without a running start like you had before.
Right. So can I see her?
Oh, yeah. She's
Okay.
just running down the street in terror.
And the guiding bolts hit her.
Missed.
Missed. Okay.
I'm just glad you guys did not wipe on this encounter. It would have been a disaster.
We got lucky with some rolls, man. I crit twice with divine smites.
You hit her and she's still up.
No.
Okay. So with the running star, I could do it, right?
With what?
With the running star, I could jump across.
Oh, get across to Derek.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I'll attempt that
Yeah,
get
there's-
here.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. I lied.
Right.
Go back to where you were because I forgot you only have 8 strength. You can only jump 8 feet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you said I really couldn't.
Yeah, I would let you try to like you wouldn't land, but I could let you try to like grab onto like the roof edge sort of situation if you wanted to try to do that. With an acrobatics check to just kind of like instead of making the full distance, like as you're going down, you kind of reach out and try to hold on, that sort of thing. Because there's no form of 8-foot movement, so I would just kind of let you do something around it up effectively. Your arms are about 2 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd let you try to grapple on. But
Okay.
it would just be easier instead of jumping to just go down and climb up, right?
Yeah. So how much movement to do that?
I mean, falling's free.
Well, I don't want to fall.
Oh, well.
I don't think you can make it then.
5. Yeah, you can't make it. You can't make it in either case in one turn. Unless you dash. Because it's 5, 10, 15,
You already attacked, though.
20, 25, 30. You can make it here.
I can make it here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get down carefully, get back up carefully.
That's right, right?
10,
15.
Is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I think so, right? 5,
I
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
That seems right
Oh, I
to
thought
me.
it was 10 foot to get on the roof, so it took 20 feet to get.
Oh, yeah, I did the math
Oh,
wrong.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a
an
20
idiot.
I could make it halfway
Sorry.
up.
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
start doing that if you'd like. You
Yeah,
could
I'll
be
start
mid climb.
I can be
Yeah,
halfway.
difficult terrain.
Yeah. I'll be halfway up.
All right, Edmund, it is your turn. She seems to be making a run towards the markets, so she could try to blend in
Yeah.
with people.
Right. My options are kind of limited here. I have no spells left. Edmund will free action, drop his sword, pull out a javelin,
Ooh.
and throw it at her.
Jesus.
Let me make sure I've got the range for this. I might have to move. Oh wow, range is short on a javelin.
Yeah.
It's 30 feet.
Yeah,
I
you might have
get
to get a
within-
little. You probably have to get a little closer.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oof.
Ugh. Still gonna be at disadvantage.
It can go 60. That's like this.
No, yeah, it's just gonna be disadvantage. It can go 120. I just don't want the disadvantage.
Right.
I know I'm gonna miss this. Yeah, I was missing it either way. That makes me feel a little better.
All right, you miss. The woman
That's-
starts screaming, "Guards, guards!" And
Yeah, I
she
knew that was gonna happen.
she runs into the crowd. At this point, she's like gonzo. You could try
Yeah.
tracking her, but
Yep.
she's gonna be outpacing you, and she has people for cover now.
Yep.
But it's absolutely trackable if you want to end up taking that route. But I don't have that much map drawn,
Ugh, that's frustrating.
and we're not going to keep doing this forever.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, if you wanted to do that, I could like check for tracks later. I think would be the most.
She's absolutely bleeding. You imagine it wouldn't be too difficult, and it's so late at night. Like you imagine, people will eventually start kind of like
Trickling
going.
out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Antamila, it is your turn.
Are we still in like combat?
I guess not. It depends. I don't know what things you have.
I go up on the roof and I heal.
All right, let's go ahead and drop combat. We don't need
Yeah.
to do this anymore.
We all
Like,
start heading back
I
towards
couldn't
Derek.
because she ran fucking full 60 unless I could try and attack her one more time. But
Nah, she's gone.
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
I was actually surprised that she didn't get dropped by Eldrin. She was at... What was her hit points? She had 2 hit points left.
I was gonna say knowing's making it worse. I,
She was really low.
I didn't want to know that.
I'm sorry, feels bad. You were gonna miss no matter what, though. So it wasn't... Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
there
I
was nothing
know.
different you could have done, I guess.
I know.
Okay, so... That's a thing that just happened. What do you guys want to do after that?
Well, we want to get Derek back up.
Yep.
He's up.
Cure wounds.
Yeah,
of 4.
Derek's breathing. You think that if left alone, he would eventually get back up. He's probably gonna make it. He's not dying.
Yeah. Anthony really gave him a 4-point cure wounds as well.
Secret that I'm gonna tell you guys is I had you guys making those death saves, even though they were completely unnecessary.
Cool.
Was it subdual?
They weren't doing lethal damage. But
Oh,
that's why I responded no to what you were saying, Kenny. Because I
Gotcha.
don't want to necessarily reveal other things. But yeah, they were trying to knock you out. The wounds don't look very deep. Or particularly, it seems like they were intentionally going for spots that would be, non-lethal. Weren't going for like head blows. Sort of
Clearly,
situation.
the party picked up on that, which is why we abandoned Derek to go chase her.
Clearly, 1,000%.
That's not
10,000 IQ plays. Can we
My eagle eye.
once we get ourselves together here? Can we go check out these bodies and see what the hell these things are? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What type of check are we talking here?
If you're just searching their persons,
Oh no.
Gotta move down here.
I'm sure we'll do that as
very
well.
slowly.
I more so meant, what are they?
give me a Arcana check or a History check.
Guidance.
I can do that, guys. As he's
Um,
coughing up a bit of blood.
So okay, so you're guidancing Derek.
Yep.
I'm assuming these are fiends. Is that
I'll
correct?
do an
Nope.
Arcana.
If they
You're
were
not
fiends,
sure.
it
Give me a
would've-
check. Okay, Derek is gonna know something.
I would know they weren't fiends, right? Because they would have triggered my divine sense.
You're not sure, but they certainly did not trigger your divine sense.
I would know that unless they're not one of the other things on my primeval awareness. They're likely fiends.
Well,
At least that would be my assumption.
you know they're not fiends because of your thing, Eldrin.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm... What do you mean?
Because it tells you the number of them, doesn't it?
No, I thought it just told me... Wait.
I thought it told you. Oh, does it not tell you the number? My bad.
No, because you didn't
it-
tell me you didn't tell me a number. That's why I assumed that it was like there's fiends.
No,
in it.
Does
yeah,
the spell?
This feature
I'm
does not.
reading it.
It doesn't reveal location or number.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're not
Gotcha.
sure unless you give me a check.
Okay.
Derek, you know that these are not fiends. You've heard about these creatures in your studies. And you're pretty confident that what you encountered, based on everything, they were giving the trade tell signs of a doppelganger.
Oh, snap.
Doppelgangers have the ability to shape change, and they also have the ability to read thoughts. Yeah, that was a very interesting part of this encounter, especially with readied attacks. So yeah. You know that they have the ability to shapeshift into things. They generally maintain a similar size, small or medium in size. And so they can't like transform into huge things like dragons or stuff like that. And they have to maintain a humanoid shape. Their equipment doesn't change in size, which explains the whole why the clothes were a bit baggy sort of situation. And that's what you know. They are monstrosities.
Would
Monstrosity.
I guess my question for you, Donald, would I know? Do they are they like? Do they hang out in small groups, or do they tend to have like a large hierarchy, like lizard people, for example?
Yeah, so they generally try to fit into human societies. They do hang out in gangs, so it kind of checks out that you encountered more than one of them. You don't anticipate like a nation of them. Again, they try to kind of fit in. They're able to kind of identify each other, and they seek each other out when they become of age. And it kind of checks out that there's probably one or two more of these for like a small gang sort of situation, you would think.
Okay. I relay all that information to the group.
Do we know if they're like inherently evil?
Derek would know that
Derek.
they're not.
Hmm.
Not inherently.
Right.
Right. But they did attack me.
They obviously just attacked you unprovoked.
Yeah. They were. Yeah. These were probably evil, but just for future reference, if it doesn't mean that all doppelgangers are evil.
That is true.
Now, I guess I would imagine you would relay this to us, Derek?
Yeah.
Okay. Because my question would be the one that we chased here that looked like Antamila, even though Antamila, have you ever been in this town?
Well,
We'll talk with Derek. They probably use mental whatever Machozo.
I think it bumped
mimic
into you, and that's when the change happened, if I remember correctly, right, Donald?
Yeah, it was shortly after that.
Yeah, it like bumped
Oh.
into Anthemilla, so it's probably on touch. I mean, I would
Oh.
assume maybe with a 19 Arcana that Derek knows how it works.
It
but maybe
probably
he
fits.
doesn't.
Yeah, Derek would kind of piece together. It was probably a result of mind
Okay.
reading.
So, next question then. From the one that got away, who all was physically hit by her?
Derek, you would know it doesn't require physical touch.
Oh, okay.
She just read her mind
Oh, okay. I thought you said
You-
that it did.
and knew what she looked like, I guess.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, or just looked at them. I don't know.
So we now potentially have one of us four running out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to come up with some sort of
Code words. I love code words.
code
wait, no,
words.
but-
or-
But they can read minds.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not going to help.
I walk up to one of these dead doppelgangers and take the great axe and chop its fucking head off. And
Jeez.
You do that?
put some cloth. And I'm going to go and find the nearest city guard.
You don't have to look far. When you turn the corner, 3 armored guards are approaching your vicinity.
Marvelous. As they show up, I hand them the head.
Before you get to that point,
yeah.
hold on. Let me put guys on the map.
Oh no, it's that guy we killed.
It's the same guy.
Oh my god! His ghost haunted this entire campaign.
It's his quadruplet brothers.
3 armored guards approach, and they see you carrying the severed head of something. And they yell, "Halt! Drop your weapons!"
I stopped moving,
Okay.
but I
One of them
hefted my
approaches.
axe over my shoulder and holding the head with the foot wrapped in my cloth. It's obviously bleeding in my other hand.
I'm gonna attempt to get on the roof.
All of you hear the shout, like it's pretty loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to get on the roof and hide.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Antamila, the guy steps forward, and he draws his weapon, and he says, "Drop your weapon now."
I take the head and roll it towards him. I don't make any other movements, any other gestures. I just take the head and basically just chuck it towards him. And say, that just attacked me. Because I'm clearly bruised.
We need you to drop your weapons and put yourself in our custody for questioning. Drop your weapon now. The other 2 knights behind him draw their swords.
I yell at Anthemila, what's happening?
We have a bunch of do-gooder guards who don't understand the situation.
They all approach. Drop your weapon now.
I'm not going to attack you, but I'm not going to relinquish my weapon because I don't know if you're one of these fucking things.
They're armed.
They're armed with great swords.
So I sit with my weapon like this, just in the middle of the street. So I am. prone
They're
on the ground,
approaching
but
you
I
with
did
weapons
not
drawn
relinquish my
now.
weapon.
They're kind of cautiously approaching you with weapons drawn.
I do not make any other move.
Are you guys staying where you are in the alleyway?
As a matter of fact, I do make one other move. I reach into my bag and pull out a flask and start drinking from it.
All right. This one moves up next to you.
Yeah, I'm staying in the alley for now. Eldrin, to answer you.
Okay.
This one and this one notice you, Edmund. And this one attempts to grapple you, Anthamila.
It should be pretty simple. I'm sitting on the ground. Are they going to try and take?
Are
the
you,
weapon,
are you
or just
resisting?
gonna
Yeah,
grab
they're probably going to try to take your weapon after they grapple you.
it? I let go of the great axe
Okay.
and I keep drinking.
Okay. They grab both of your hands and they put manacles on you. This one kind of assists. And this one says, "Stay where you are. If you're innocent, you'll be let free." And we're detaining you for questioning.
They don't seem to have any interest in us.
No, this guy said that to you and Derek down the alleyway.
Gotcha. I thought he was still talking to Anthamila.
No, they know when he noticed you, he kind of moved around and he's helping the other guy
I
restrain.
asked them if they're going to look at the head.
We will get a full recount of your story. We just need you to be not armed with a giant greatsword.
Great axe. I didn't switch to the sword.
Oh, I thought you had the sword. My bad.
Yeah.
With a giant bloody axe in your hand, we need to
bloody.
question you. You chopped the head off of one of the things, Maurice.
Oh, that's true.
It is a very bloodied axe right now.
So Edmund would just ask basically directly, like, "You're the city guard?" And I want to insight check whatever he says back.
He says yes, and while he's trying to help the other guy, he kind of flashes some sort of symbol that you would imagine is some sort of form of authority. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
14.
I would want to do the same for my purposes.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any kind of check? I mean, I don't know how back-to-back checks work like that, but is there, like, can I do like a history or something to determine if I recognize the symbol that he flashes, or was it too quick?
Sure.
Or...
No, that's fine. Both of you think they're being honest. They seem to be being very cautious from your perspectives.
16 history.
You're not necessarily familiar with Skirnubel, but you imagine that city guards would carry some form of identification, and with the fact that you think he's being honest and he was kind of able to kind of present something so quickly, you imagine what he presented would generally be a form of identification of some sort for a city guard. But you're not 100% sure. You've never been here. So
Gotcha. Cool. Edmund would, his sword in his sheath, would remove it and kind of like, he'd still be holding his shield obviously, but he would, like, I don't know, I guess, like, not be holding it in like a more traditional defensive stance, but more so just like down at his side and start walking towards the guy.
This guy is picking up weapons, and just kind of setting them to the side over here. Please let me know if you guys are doing anything in between this. What they're going to do, basically, is they're going to go to each of you and ensure that you don't have a weapon. If you're hiding a weapon, let me know, because they'll have to make perception checks versus your sleight of hand.
Can't hide those.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Got it. And they're going to do that to each of you. Do any of you resist? They don't see you, Eldrin.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily resist, but there are some things I want to do.
Okay, what do you want to do?
So the first thing I would start with is, okay, hey guys, I'm slowly just pulling out the daggers that I have, and I'm doing just that. And it's like
just a bunch of clattering to the floor.
Yeah, so just
20 daggers.
Like, it's two. My two daggers that I possess. Right? I got no weapons on me. All of them fall. So it's just like, just don't calm down, just pulling out the daggers. And he pulls them out and, kind of, I guess he would kick them towards... I'll have slowly walked up here and do that before I kick him into the sewer.
Okay. Wait, you're
So
kicking
I'm
the
kicking-
daggers in the sewer?
No, no, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, got
Like-
it.
Before you're like, oh, well, you kicked him and they went in the sewer. No.
I was very confused. Yeah.
No. He walked up past the sewer, kicked them towards it, and it's like, all right, so we're disarmed, no
Okay.
problem. No need for all of this. We'll just calmly follow you along. And so pretty much, I am trying to.
You cut out a lot.
What I'm asking is just, hey, there's no need for the shackling or anything like that. We'll just follow you along.
We're not going anywhere. We're just gonna do the questioning right here.
And why do I have handcuffs on?
Because you resisted dropping. You did not drop your weapon when we asked you to.
I take another swig from my alcohol.
Your hands are shackled behind your back. There is no swigging capability.
Oh,
my
no.
bag. You didn't say that.
I mean,
It's traditional.
So did they attempt to remove the flask from my hand?
they probably would have done so, I suppose, during the shackling process.
I will very kindly ask them not to remove the flask from my hand.
They ignore you.
I ask again, very kindly, do not take my flask.
They're not taking your flask, but
I know.
they're not giving it back to you either. Like, it's...
I might not be able to drink from it, but I'm just holding it, and I just want to hold it, and that's it.
And you, Edmund and Derek, you said you voluntarily dropped your weapons. They're not going to shackle you. You're good. Okay, so this guy seems to be... Bottom right guy seems to be the lead guard. And he says a woman reported that there was a group of people that attacked her for no reason. And we came to investigate what happened.
Edmund would explain that that we witnessed a person that basically had somehow, using what we assumed was magic, look identical to our friend you have shackled there. So we tracked the person down to this alley where we were ambushed by multiple others. And it turns out that they're some kind of creature. And you would motion over to the one headless body and one not so headless body. We were able to dispatch two of them, but one of them ran away, taking the form of a common woman and screaming for guards.
And this guy kind of face palms, and this guy here, he's looking at him kind of angrily, and he's like, "Did you get her name? Did you hand her off to another guard? Did she just move on?" And this guy looks kind of sheepish and a little embarrassed, and he says, "No, she looked like she was injured. I told her to go to the nearest temple for healing." And this guy gets kind of red. He's like, "God's damn it, they've gotten away with it again." And he seems to have become a lot more calm. You think that he believes your story based on the circumstances of the bodies and the head on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he unshackles Antamila from the manacles, and he kind of lets out a deep sigh, and he's like, "These goddamn doppelgangers have been doing this for months now." And he kind of looks you all over. How long have you been in the city? He asks.
A few hours at most. That's accurate, right? Says Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was some timey-wimey
think
stuff
so.
that happened.
I guess
Okay,
like 5
cool.
hours.
Yeah,
I think,
hold on.
yeah, maybe.
He looks
Yeah,
at
I
you
wanna-
suspiciously.
We just came in from by means of the tradeway. We're coming from Waterdeep, headed through to Baldur's Gate.
Do you have any sort of proof that you came from Waterdeep?
Ooh.
I was just gonna say, how does that work? I don't know how Forgotten Realms works. I mean, is there do we have IDs? Is that a thing?
Well, I don't. Some of you might have something. I don't know.
Derek for sure has identification.
Yeah, you're
Alex.
a noble, right?
Alex is trying to think through this because now I'm not sure if he would present it, considering. Yeah. Okay. Because they wouldn't actually. I don't think they found out my name. Yeah. So Derek would introduce himself as, Derek Gurathon, and he can provide the item. Like he can just show his family signet, and then also letters. I forgot the exact word, but pretty much identification, claiming he is from this noble house from Waterdeep, and these are. So he's saying that is who I am.
Noble too, technically. I mean, he's kind of a shunned one, but
yeah. So he's saying, "Hey, I'm a nobleman from Waterdeep, and I can vouch these are my comrades."
Okay. So you present the signet ring?
I present. Hold on, I'm sorry. It is my my scroll of pedigree.
Nice. I don't even know what that is, but that sounds official as
it
fuck.
Sounds very official.
It comes from my nobleman background. So yeah, it's pretty much just a signed, very
Background
official looking, very official looking ID. So I wouldn't actually want to show my ring if I didn't have to.
That's fine. Who would have thought these background features would actually be useful, right, guys? So yeah. The Knight Captain seems accustomed to this sort of stuff, and he says, okay, let me see. And he kind of unfurls it and takes a look and looks at you, and he kind of nods his head a couple of times and hands it back to you. And he says, well, I mean, I'm really sorry this happened to you. It looks like, at least you got two of them.
If you don't mind me asking, what are they doing? You said they've been doing this for a while now.
This gang
robbing people, or
this gang? What we've been hearing claims about this for months. They impersonate people, and then they commit crimes as them, and effectively end up getting them in trouble. But it's happened so much; it's becoming a lot less effective recently because we're kind of getting multiple reports of this happening. They kind of leave the people alive so that they could be held accountable for the crimes that they committed. So they were probably planning on doing something like that to you.
Interesting. It doesn't seem. I mean, just commit the crimes and don't get caught, right? I mean, are they major crimes?
Well, until we knew that there were doppelgangers involved, we thought we had cases closed, right? Because they were literally.
I'm sure you're quite backlogged now. Not to mention having to deal with the fact of people who probably did commit crimes now claiming that doppelgangers did them when they're actually guilty.
It's been a disaster, which is why we've been very cautious with everyone that we encounter. We're not sure who's who, but generally we assume that if you have, identification, they're generally not carrying around stuff like that with them, right? Because they try to change
on the fly. Yeah. So. Edmund would kind of lean over and whisper to Derek and say, maybe we should offer up what you know about them?
Yeah. And, Derek
I don't know how much I know, right?
Derek would tell the guards, I've studied some arcana and various lore, so I can help, we can put down a statement and I can tell you what I know about them. Maybe that may help, not these ones specifically, but doppelgangers in general, help your investigation.
And the guard kind of nods his head. We'd appreciate that. Any cooperation you provide certainly would add to your innocence. I do believe you are innocent at this point. He kind of scratches the back of his head and he looks a little embarrassed. And he says, well, I apologize for the problem you run into, but you understand that we'd have to investigate these claims when a bloodied, screaming woman comes towards us, right?
Understood.
And they, just to make sure, I was joking before about green blood, Donald, but they do bleed normal and everything.
From my understanding, while they're polymorphed, yes. But their blood is kind of blue when they're like this.
Gotcha, but why? So it's not like a thing where you could finger prick somebody to determine if they are a doppelganger.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
like
Just
it's effectively a polymorph.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
have to pull out the scene from a thing.
Yeah.
Heat up your blood.
Yep. Yeah, I was trying to think of ways to like recommend that they test, but I don't know.
Yeah, the best we've been able to do is, investigate the claims and try to pinpoint where they're operating out of. This isn't the first time we've been called to this alley, which is why we're more likely to believe your story. They try to isolate people. They probably would have taken all of your stuff. Some would say that's a fate worse than death. Oh my god, you guys, if you would have died during this encounter, it would have been the worst experience in D&D you've ever
Oh, I
experienced.
see what you're saying. We'd basically reset to 0 on all the golden equipment.
Yeah, you'd still have your characters and you'd literally have no gear. It would suck so bad.
Or plate armor.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be...
That's a fate worse than death, you're wrong.
I don't consider that worse than death.
That's not worse than death at all.
I feel like it would heavily derail the campaign for a while, and there'd be we'd have like these like mini adventures where we're basically level 0, like
punching kobolds to death. Sleep.
We'd literally be like,
well, it's an honest living.
We'd literally become rat catchers, like going in the sewers killing rats until we got enough gold to buy armor again and stuff. Like that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, these guys were not going to kill you. They were totally just going to knock you all out.
You want to see the stream viewer count drop real quick. Watch that happen. Well, folks, we're killing more kobolds this week.
Well, it would be really bad because in addition to taking all of your stuff, they would be committing crimes as you. So getting work here is like not a thing.
What really sucks too is like you can't even like you probably could like so let's say like this guy commits murder or something, right? And then when they arrest him, he claims it was a doppelganger or whatever. You could bring in the wife and have them question them with stuff that only the husband and wife would know or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't work out so well.
But the problem is they can read thoughts.
They don't know that, by the way.
Well,
the information that they're being given is going to be very helpful for them.
Yeah.
They're probably going to start carrying like unique forms of identification and stuff like that, with inscriptions on them and stuff. They'll think of something, but they did not know that.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of something myself, but innate, so
it's not.
That's the excuse I'm going to use. It's Kenny's brain that's not working, but I'm going to blame Edmund.
I was gonna say I have the brooch.
I can't.
It's the magical item that
magic missile deflection or something, right?
The thing that would probably never come into effect, and when it does, I'm gonna forget.
Yep, true. So the guards again apologize. They say if you tell them that random name generator, let's go. Random fantasy. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Our name.
I need a name. Male human, let's go. Random generator. If you go to the inn, or just that way, the Leaky Tap, and tell them that Verer sent you, they will give you a night for free.
Veror?
Verer.
Is he... Do we know if he's like the captain of the guard or anything, or is he just a...
Yeah, he seems to at least be higher ranked than these other two guys. Yeah. He's holding himself with authority. He seems to understand the political papers he represented, and he seems to just be in command. You're not sure if he's like the leader of the whole city guard, but he certainly holds himself that way.
Right.
Or at least elevated.
And they didn't have a bounty for this.
I imagine we're going to have to open up a bounty. Wait, are you saying that from the rooftop?
No. I thought we were done.
They draw weapons. No need.
If they do open a bounty, though, we might be interested in it.
We don't even know how many of them there are. For all we know, it's just these three. The two you killed and the one that ran off.
Could be.
We're not sure.
Hopefully, one could hope.
We might have to get a powerful sorcerer to help us rout them all out. We can't afford it, but...
Well.
Yeah. Well, appreciate your diligence. If everything is all settled here, I think us three will take that offer to the inn and be on our way. I hope you don't mind my abruptness. I kind of took some heavy damage, so I would definitely like to catch my breath sooner than later.
Sure, again, I apologize, and he kind of picks up the head on the ground and just looks at it and... What the hell are these?
So I assume that, like,
I pick
as
up
we
my
were
daggers.
as we were kind of conversing, you wrote the stuff down on a piece of paper to give to them, all the stuff, or just told it to them, one of the two.
Yep.
All the stuff about the doppelgangers. Cool. They gave us our stuff back as well.
Yeah, they just put it on the ground, like, over here, just away
Gotcha.
from you. They didn't, like, pocket anything.
Gotcha.
And
At
yeah.
some point, I would reveal myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Just,
What are
I mean,
you
I'll
doing
probably,
up
yeah, I mean, I'll probably say, you know, it would help catching them if you would be a little more perceptive.
Woo!
And he backs off.
And it just disappears again. Oh my gosh.
there? He turns around towards... And he draws his weapon, he looks at Antamila, and he says, "Is he with you?"
Keep striking.
Edmund would answer, yes. Like, with the sigh.
He just kind of gives you what you assume is a rude gesture for the region, some sort of hand sign, and just kind of moves on with his friends. Back
You
to
know,
his...
I have my cloak on, so it's not a hat, but I would tip my hat.
Like the motion of it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Like Antamila, not. She's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna answer this shit." That guy was ready to crawl up there, dude. All right, they go off.
Oh my.
They
gosh.
actually leave the bodies. They took the head though of the one.
Yeah, that's weird that they left the bodies.
Yeah, they just didn't think about it. Mostly the DM didn't think about it. Also to give you an opportunity to loot them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to search them.
What do these melee boxer blasters have?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe something useful for Dayrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, can we search? I doubt that it is, but can we search the area to see if maybe the entrance to their lair is near here or something? Like, was he going here just to create a choke point, or was he going here because this was leading to wherever the gang hangs out?
All right, so someone give me an investigation check for that.
Oh,
Also-
I'm totally doing that.
Also, on the bodies, you
Yeah.
find a pouch filled with 10 sapphires. Little teeny tiny sapphires. And you would estimate that they're probably worth about 20 gold apiece. One of them had... the dude that you killed had a vial case, like the instrument, stuffed with a set of fine clothes and 30 gold pieces. And that is what you find.
Hold on 1 second.
A vial case?
VIOL, right?
Yeah.
Like the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
But the vial's not in it.
Correct, it's empty.
Yeah,
Except
not
for the
not
stuff that I
vial
told
like
you.
not like a vial of potion, or like a potion or anything like that.
Yeah, like the instrument. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it a vial?
It might be a viol.
I think a veal.
Yeah, or viola maybe. I don't know.
A viola?
No, just a vial.
Okay.
VIOL. Google it.
So 10 sapphires, 20 gold each. Viol case, fine clothes, 30 gold.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's all of interest you find in your body. What was the investigation?
A 19.
Yeah, with the
23
guidance.
with guidance.
Holy crap. Yeah, you don't think that there's any sort of secret passages or layer. You don't anticipate that there's anything in the sewer either. Just looking around the sewer grate, it does not appear to have been disturbed for a very long time. It was, you feel like just based on the circumstances and based on what the guard told you that they probably lured people here just to
Ambush them, yeah.
ambush them.
So
Tell you
everyone
guys all that.
gets 6 gold. The party treasury is back up to 7 gold. Whoop whoop.
All right.
Well, 7 golds on what? And the 5 gold rings, right?
Oh, my 6 gold into the party treasury.
Well, we also have the 10 sapphires and the 5 gold rings, yes. But I have those listed in a separate area.
Right. All right, so 6 gold.
But yeah, I will make a list. I will add to my list of the 10 gold rings, the 10 sapphires.
Man, I was so nervous, you guys. This is the encounter I was very scared of for you guys.
We got, I got lucky anyway with those crits, man.
They got one crit that literally one-shot somebody. And then they effectively one-shot 2 other people. Technically, Eldrin's was not one shot, it was 2 shots, but the guy just rolled ridiculously high after a surprise round for initiative.
Right.
But the Derek was a literal just 1 shot with no crit.
Surprise round initiatives are the times we've had trouble.
Yeah, they're very tricky, and it was especially so. They were actually originally on the roof, so when you guys climbed up, the problem is that they saw you guys and they were kind of listening and reading your minds. Right. So there was a point where they just kind of moved off to the sides. But
so
really crazy encounter.
Who wants the VO case and the fine clothes?
I don't need them.
Or do we just want to throw it in the bag of holding?
We can sell it, I guess.
I'll just throw it in the bag of holding for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else do you guys want to do?
Wasn't kidding when I want to try to rest.
Yeah, let's. If it's actually like 10, if it's really, like 10 o'clock or something, yeah.
Yeah, it's like about, you would say 10 or 11 in normal people time, our time. That about time of night. The streets are still a little full, but they're definitely less than they were before. On your way in to the town and while traveling around trying to track these tracks, you did see the inn that the guard was talking about. It was actually a pretty decent inn. It wasn't kind of ramshackle like some of the other ones you've been to. Like, this is a relatively larger village because it's on the water. So you expect that if you stay there, you'll probably have pretty good lodgings for the night.
Fantastic.
I would remind the party that we need to be careful because we don't know what the one that we left off looks like.
Right.
If it's only her, then it won't be an issue, but
if there's more, yeah.
If there's more, then they can try to do something, and we're gonna have to be careful, make sure that we can identify each other.
So long as
we gotta think of something to do.
Unless they can find another helmet like Anthomila's.
Yeah. So long as we don't break away for the time being, are there any items, like you were talking, he'll say, like, if you hadn't actually talked in character, he would say, like, that brooch, for example, I have this ring, and, he would show the signet ring. Do you two have something?
Another magic sword.
Yeah, basically all the items we're wearing, like our outfits, if they impersonated us but didn't actually knock us out and take our stuff, it should be pretty easy, right? If you see us wearing something that's not what we're normally wearing, then that's probably not us.
Right.
But the problem is if you split off from us to go to the bathroom, get knocked out, and then they take your clothes and stuff, then it's almost impossible to tell the difference.
Should we play the good old game of buddy up, 2x2, kind of nobody go anywhere without a buddy till we figure out a better idea?
Isn't 2x2 a Book of Mormon song? I gotta go back and listen.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, Rip. One day it'll come back.
At least until we get out of this city.
Yeah. Until we figure something better.
We should probably also take watches for sleep.
For sure.
Even though we'll be in an inn.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Probably stay in the same room would be ideal.
Cool. Well, let's go maybe get a meal and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright, just FYI everyone. we will you after your long rest at the inn. You will all be level 4.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna
Sweet.
do is let's get to the inn and get to the point where you guys are sleeping, and then we'll take a break. But
Sounds good.
so you get to the inn, and it like I mentioned, it doesn't look ramshackle at all. It actually looks pretty middle of the road for an inn. It doesn't look bad compared to some of the other places you've been, and for your long journey that you've been on so far. You're probably about, like 40 or so days in. I gotta get back and look. You've been traveling for quite a while, so this is a welcome relief. Probably the best thing you've seen. You anticipate there might even be baths available, so it's a pretty good day. The innkeeper is a human woman, and she's at the bar. Are you all trying to... There's a bar in the inn. Are you all trying to get a room, or is there anything else you want to do before you sleep?
I mean, we normally don't do this, and we can just breeze over it, but probably eat if it's relevant at all.
Yeah, you'll be able to
But
get
yeah,
it
yeah. For the room, obviously, we would mention the whole bit about Captain. How did you pronounce it? Verer.
Verwer. I should have picked an easier to name to say
Yeah,
out of this entire list.
Guard Verer told us to come to the Leaky Tap.
Oh, the captain referred you.
Yes.
And she nods. Well then, if he did, we will give you... Hold on, let me look here. Yeah. We have several rooms available, but is there just the 4 of you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we actually have a room with 4 bed on the 2nd floor of the inn. We will... You can stay for the night for free because you're friends with the captain. And you know what? I'll also give you your meal for free tonight. And she kind of smiles warmly. She nods. And she's like, "You're not in any trouble, are you? He usually doesn't refer people here."
No trouble. Not anymore, at least.
Okay. You look like you've recently been in trouble. If I'm going to be honest, you should probably use the baths. And she kind of just looks to she kind of points to a hallway. We have
looking at Anthony Miller's bloody great axe.
Yeah. We do have baths available. So we have running water here. So you could probably... I don't mean to be rude, but...
You've been on the road for 40 days. You're a little ripe.
You look a little rough. I'm just gonna say, I've definitely seen worse. How about that? She smiles and kind of nods her head. I've definitely seen worse, yes.
Fair.
You'd be surprised at the magic of what 8 hours sleeping can do. All these ones. Is the greatest magic out there.
Do they make the smell go away too?
Some things.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, she hands you a keyring that has 2 keys on it. She says it'll be upstairs, the 2nd room on your left.
Cool. I thank her. Cool. Yeah, I guess we'll hang out here, get food, and then we'll go to the room.
All right. So
anybody want to do anything else, or? I mean, nothing
not
apply around
tonight.
the city. I meant like specifically, like, is it busy or?
It actually is a little busy. It seems to be like an inn tavern combo situation. So there is a bar, and so there are people. It's actually relatively busy here.
Awkward, because like, despite having a high charisma, things like if we wanted to ask around to see if anybody had heard about the doppelgangers or had any information on them, that'd probably be an investigation check, which is intelligence, and I have a -1 in that.
Oh yeah, welcome to negative ability scores where you can't even jump 10 feet with a running start.
You know it.
But yeah, I guess it's worth a shot. So yeah, maybe while the food's being prepared, like especially if there's anybody that maybe looks, like they might also be adventurers, like not just common folk. I don't know if there's anyone like that in the
Yeah,
If
there's
only
all
common
sorts
folk, that's
here.
fine.
There's all
Yeah.
sorts. There's a couple adventurer types, mostly common folk, obviously.
Maybe just
a couple of
maybe
guards,
just
actually.
try to strike up a conversation with and see if they've heard anything.
Yeah.
Commoners might be better because they're from the city, probably. But
Well,
I'll give you my terrible investigation roll.
yeah, I was about to say, give me that terrible investigation roll.
Yeah, boy, 4.
You need a bath.
Yeah.
You
And
smell.
it's just like noted. And thanks them for their bluntness.
A lot of them are just brave with drunkenness. You imagine they
Yeah.
wouldn't talk to a guy in heavy armor with clear armaments like that on a normal day.
Probably not.
They're a little
yeah.
they're a little drunk.
That's fine. Yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to do. So other than that, I'm cool with eating and doing watches.
Yeah.
Anything else before you guys take a long rest and level up?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, so let's go ahead and break for 5. Come back at 9:40. Go ahead and level up your character to level 4. And we will come back after the break.
Nice.
Cool deal.
Level 4, you guys made it past the hard part.
Yep.
Oh, and I can change my spells so I can have cure wounds.
It's true.
Oh, nice.
Just in case.
Yeah, it's worth it. Level 4. Oh.
Alright, yeah.
Ability score improvement. Strength. First thing in the morning, Edwin's gonna be wanting to go get that armor. Actually, he's got it on him because he's. It's not
Wait.
on the horse.
I thought it was on the horse.
No, I put it in the bag of holding.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
my
have
camera's messed up. What happened here? I only
it.
have...
I think we all turned off our cameras except for.
Yeah.
You got it. That's okay. I'll go ahead and just leave it as it is. I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right. BRB.
Oh, it does matter when I have chat open, though. Hold on. I'll just add the black box of censorship. Boom. All right, chat. I'll be right back.
Okay. Meanwhile, did one of you guys say that you were going to get a ring? Because I was thinking prayer of healing?
I'll be right back.
Prayer of healing. It's pretty good.
Anyone around?
I am.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Did you figure out what you were gonna do, Alex?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the level ups.
Oh,
Probably the charisma and one other now, then double charisma, and then again 1 and 1. Meanwhile, like I was saying, I think it was you, Elion. You were saying something about getting ranged healing.
No, I can't. I can't get range healing yet. I would get it in level 5 when I get level 2 spells.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, because that's when I can get healing spirit.
So what did I say? Charisma.
I can get healing. I can get cure wounds though. Change it up for my Halo Thorns, which is kind of situational. It's hard to find enemies clumped up.
True. So that's a good point. Maybe. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll switch aid to prayer of healing, and then still just get my spiritual weapon as I originally planned.
Wait, you can get spiritual weapon as well.
I can because of I get access to cleric spells.
Very
What's up,
useful.
gents? What's up, gents?
Not much. Not much.
Go away, Pip Kip.
Hip Kip.
Oh, on the way to the inn, he's like, I could have helped you. I
Sure
saw
you
them.
could've.
I saw them on the roof the whole time.
Cantrips. Do I get a cantrip this?
We would have probably actually
I guess I do, huh? How'd I
killed
miss
all
that?
3 if he would have helped us, yeah. But not worth.
It's healing. It's healing ward, cantrip.
No.
No, right?
No way. Level 1.
Level 1. Yeah. Okay. That'll be too strong. Bonus action though. It's a
There's
bonus
no-
action though.
It's all
Yeah,
it's
it's really
already
good.
ridiculously good.
It's already really good. Yeah.
Yeah, ranged healing that's a bonus action is pretty great.
Hey, so mage hand or message?
You can get
message message
How do I
message
get
might
this
be
now?
useful for the situation we're in with doppelgangers, right? Because if you can use message and they can't,
Hmm.
at least for you anyway, that's not good for
It's a cantrip though, so you'll have it forever and can't change it.
message.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know message was a cantrip. Oh yeah, if you can't
Yeah.
change it out,
Well,
then
So here's,
Mage hand, you can get really creative and do a lot of things with it.
yeah, that's true.
and I mean, I'm going between everything else. I kind of don't need anything, so I'm going to get both. I guess the question is, which should I go first? Message or mage hand?
I would
Well, I
say
have another spell I can prepare.
I would say mage hand. For sure.
Yeah,
Because you can use it out of combat as well. Like
yeah
You can
that's
use
what
it,
I was
like,
thinking.
picking
I
locks
want to
and
start
stuff.
using mage hand to like pull out the items from bags, so I don't freaking get cursed with another freaking Yenigu bullshit. Whatever's happening there, I haven't forgotten.
Wait, did something actually happen with that?
I don't know. That's the thing.
yeah,
He
Donald
rolled
made it cut.
really bad saving throw.
you can create a
Oh, it was a saving throw. That's right.
It just maybe something happened, maybe it didn't. I don't know.
you can create an extraction, you know.
Yeah,
Where's Maurice? Is he here? Is everyone back? Cameras on?
I
No.
still
Everyone
need
but
like
Mor-
a minute to bathroom. Sorry, hold on.
Jeez, Alex.
To be fair, we take pretty short breaks.
5 minutes? What are you doing?
It's a pretty short
One-
break.
1 5-minute break, yeah.
Come on, guys. This isn't a job.
Alright, I'm up to 36 HP.
Pistachios are so good, my dude.
I have 36 HP as well.
Yeah, we're gonna stay the same until level 6. Then I'm gonna start getting lower.
Let's see, what is this spell? I
This is the last level you guys gained for a very long time, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with. I want that level 5, but I'm okay with.
I want that level 6 because I want expertise.
Level 6 is just aura protection for me, which is cool, but level 5 is ridiculous. Extra attack, proficiency bonus goes up to 3, new oath spells, and then I get another level 1 spell and 2 level 2 spells, which includes probably going to take Fine Steed and Branding Smite.
Maurice, are you back?
I am back.
We're just waiting on Alex now.
I am also back.
All right,
Nice.
cameras on, boys. All right. So you wake up feeling stronger than before, well rested and healed up, except for Derek, who does not appear to have healed himself on his character sheet yet.
We're getting there, but yeah.
All right, all right. And they were really good beds. If you wanted to take baths, they were available to you as well. There you go. So, what would you guys like to do?
Derek would say, well, before any of this started, we said we were going to go to a temple to figure out these items we had gotten, so I'd like to try to do that.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm all behind that.
All right, so you're trying to find a temple of what?
I think last time what started it was Edmund. We were going to visit just his temple first, right? And then just kind of see if anybody there knew. anything.
I'm on mute. I think we were just trying to find somewhere we could look into like all this weird stuff we've been collecting, like that idol and the daggers and the coin and various things. So, but we would need to
Yeah.
find not only a temple, I think, but we'd probably need to have a conversation first with whoever is like head pope there or whatever. I don't know what it is in Faerun, but
Head Pope.
head pope, yeah, and make sure that that we could trust them with such information.
So Edmund and Antamila, you would both know that bringing demonic or devilish artifacts to a temple is probably not a good idea. Just in general, they're not going to probably react very kindly to them at all. Like, if someone that brought that to your temple, Antamila, you would expect, like, you'd be like, get this out of here. What the heck are you doing with this here? What, like...
Every horror movie I've seen has led me astray. That's exactly what happens in them. I have this cursed doll. Can you look at it? Sure.
That's for like an exorcism or something, dude.
I guess that's true.
So you guys want to go to a temple?
But yeah, I'm fine with us looking for a temple at Helm.
Mark that Daedric made a while back and have somebody at the temple look at it.
Yeah.
The what?
This is
he
not
made
this.
a sketch of the actual coin or like the markings of the coin.
Okay.
When I first showed it to him, so he probably does that.
I could actually just do the same as well for the items. In the morning, I could,
like while we're having breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, during this morning, we can carefully pull them out. Somebody can draw because I have the paper and ink and everything.
I mean, clerics are the ones that have, the remove curse spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I would imagine you would take things like this to clerics. Maybe not inside of the temple, but we can get a cleric to come out and look at the stuff, I guess. I mean,
that's another option.
I would imagine that's something you would do in this world, is take this kind of stuff to people that know about it.
Yeah.
So it would probably, what we can do is draw them out, and try to ask around like, hey, who would be willing, we have this, before, back to like Donald's point, if we just walk in and they don't know that, it's like, oh, that's not good. But if we came in and say, hey, we have these items, would you be willing to look at them? Then it's like, yeah, okay. Or just find whoever, I guess.
Right.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm like I said, I'm cool with us finding a Helm temple. Edmund would probably want to go there anyway, so.
Helm is a pretty, it's part of the triad, so you would suspect that there's probably a temple to Helm here. If you ask around, they would point you in the right direction. There does seem to be a small temple of Helm in the town. If at any point, Tamila, if you ask about, it was
or more specifically
Valcor. Most people don't know who that is. If you mention Tempest, they would say no. Usually that sort of thing is something you would see on coastal cities. But that's what you're told. Temple of Helm is very, very modest on the outside. It's certainly not extravagant or anything like that. It's probably repurposed from someone's home at some point. But you could tell that someone takes great care to make sure that it has, it remains functional, and it's not like crumbling or in complete disarray or anything like that. The doors to the temple are open, and inside you see a very, again, modest but not like in a disrespectful way. It's just not like very grandiose, like marble hallways with pillars or anything like that. It's literally effectively a house that's been repurposed into a modest shrine to Helm. It has a couple of chairs at the end, an altar, and there's symbology of Helm throughout. Candles light the interior of the home, and a lone man sits at a table at the far end near the altar writing something on paper. And he lifts his head when you enter and asks how he could help you.
Did you decide, Alex, to do the sketches? Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I guess I would. There were two things I was hoping for. One was, well, I guess I would know this being a worshiper of Helm, but like I don't know if there'd be like a specific area to pray at, like within the church, or if it could just be done from anywhere. Because he'd basically want somewhere to, now that he's actually in a Temple of Helm, to say a prayer for Duncan, like actually in a legit temple.
Yeah, you're
rather than just
obviously familiar with the appropriate rites and worship for Helm.
I just didn't know if there's like a chamber or something. If there is, I'd ask him for to point that out or whatever. But if it's just in the main room area or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, you don't.
Then the other,
you're not aware of any private chambers here.
Gotcha.
You could certainly
Cool,
ask if you wanted.
Yeah, that's fine. And then the other thing would be that in that we're adventurers, and in our travels we've come across some rather nasty foes with some interesting items that we've seen and interesting markings, and we were wondering if we could show them to him if he had ever seen any of them before. As somebody who's a man of religion, faith.
And you have the symbol of Helm on your shield?
Yes.
And he said, "Oh, a fellow child of Helm." And he says, "I might be able to help you. What did you have in mind?"
Yeah, basically what I explained before, and then I guess I would motion for Dare to show him the pages. I guess the sketches of the idol and coin symbol, and the I guess whatever symbols on the daggers.
All right.
Like, hey, what do you make of these?
I would show them.
All right. Starting with the coin. Well, I'm making checks for him.
Yeah, might as well. Maybe he knows nothing.
Or maybe he rolls a 17.
Nice.
Guidance.
And
I'm just gonna touch you real quick.
You know what? He's guidancing himself because NPCs can do that too. Oh yeah. And he looks at you puzzled. And he says, "I know what this is. Why are you interested?"
We just had come across. He's asking about the coin.
Yeah, starting with the coin.
Gotcha. Shit, my memory's failing me. Where did we get the coin from?
We
From the
had an
dead
unfortunate attack. Someone attacked us, and they had it on their person, and ever since it just seems crazy. These crazy creatures try to attack us for it, and just trying to understand what all these things are trying to do with it. Now, mind you, he says like crazy creatures and stuff. He doesn't mention anything. The interactions with Pip-Kip. He doesn't actually save demons. It's just things have been attacking them for it.
Are you lying about the origin of the coin?
No. It was the person. We came.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember where we got it from.
I thought Antonella had
the
it all
teeth-
along.
No,
No.
tiefling.
She got it from the tiefling's body and pocketed it without telling you.
That's right.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's what it was. Okay.
I couldn't remember where it came from.
So
I didn't.
it's- Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I'm completely telling the truth.
Edmund's had his all along, but his is the fake.
He says that you said you had it on you?
That is something that I think he said.
Yeah. I'm probably sure he said that.
No, the person we got in a fight with had it on them.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
All right. This is something that's by the way, fun fact, on the way into this place, you heard an ow sound, like
Yeah. I figured he couldn't come in.
Oh, an ow. Ow.
Pip Pip's not in here.
Yeah, I figured he wasn't.
Finally, peace.
Him walking into it is damage to himself. It doesn't count as us being aggressive towards him.
He's gonna make an insight check on you to determine if you're hiding information, Derek. Could you give me a deception check?
Can I? Yeah. Hold on. Sounds bad. I haven't looked yet.
Wait, 17's a really good roll.
Yeah,
just,
great.
I thought I heard a snicker, and I wasn't on the page yet.
He kind of looks at you. He looks at you skeptically, and he says, "I think there's something you're not telling me."
Man, that high insight roll.
Mm-hmm.
Derek would say, unfortunately, the person I was talking about was a bandit, so the reason we knew it was on their person is because we had gotten into a fight and it was killed or be killed, and unfortunately she didn't survive. So when we were performing the burial rites, we had found this within her possession.
Oh, well, there's... And the priest kind of pauses for a second to consider his words. And he says, "You should probably give it to me so I can deal with it for you."
I ask him what exactly it is, what it represents, where is it from, and what it is. Can you just tell us?
I could tell you that it is a thing of evil, and that I can personally fix the problem with it.
And the problem with it specifically is
You don't need to know the specific details.
insight.
Sure.
Yeah, it's trying to be shifty with some information.
Yeah, I don't know what you're inciting. I would specifically like to incite his I can fix it for you, or like I can take care of it. I don't necessarily care about the other part. Whoa. Double crit.
Alright, so Antamila, you could definitely tell he's hiding something, but you don't think it's for a bad reason. Edmund, what was yours again?
Whether or not he said he could take care of it, he can fix it.
He seems to be being honest about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you feel like this guy has a way.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, he seems to think that he has a way to do what he's saying. You're not sure, obviously, what that is.
Right.
And he kind of speaks up. He says, "Look, if you knew what it was, some mortals have been tempted." I guess mortals isn't a word he would use as a mortal himself. People have been tempted by these, and it's best that you don't know.
Does it? I don't understand the temptation. It just, when I saw it, it seemed like a regular old coin.
Yeah, except we know it's not a regular old coin. Just tell us what's up with the coin.
It'd be better to know, so if we run across another
feeling
we don't run into the same issue.
All right, Eldrin and Antamila, give me persuasion checks.
Guy.
On yourself or on Eldrin?
On Eldrin.
Okay.
I have shit in charisma.
I have a -1 in charisma.
You have
Wow,
negative-
-1 strength and charisma? Yikers.
I mean, I have -1 int and dex.
Oh my god, no, I'm guiding myself. You're on your own with your -1.
Yeah.
You're casting a spell in front of this guy before talking to him?
Well, I suppose guidance would be me praying, considering that's what it is. Just,
Yeah, but so he's expecting a response from you.
Well, we
Well,
saw
you already
I'm
said
gonna
what
do
you
it-
said,
I'm just
actually.
gonna
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Hey,
We
get
saw
out of here
him-
with that guidance.
we saw him guidancing himself, right?
Yeah, that's
That
true.
guidance was a meme, but
Oh, okay.
but yes, you did. He prayed to Helm in front of you. Because sure, why the hell not?
Well, my check is pretty good, I think.
Oh, thank
We-
God.
Wow.
Without guidance.
19.
Yeah, 18's pretty good.
19 -1.
And he believes you, Eldrin.
Mhm.
So you don't mean to do harm with these. And he kind of looks you up and down. He says, "This is a soul coin, and it contains a mortal soul. Right now, something is trapped in that, and I can set it free.
What the 9 health could she have had?
So
The 9
like,
hells specifically are why, very likely. This is
Like a-
currency
like
used
a-
in the 9 hells. It's like money. They trade mortal souls. It's horrible.
Yeah,
There's a person trapped in that coin.
that's definitely not good. And I don't need to make another insight check. I already know he said he could fix it, so
Yeah.
I could assume that fixing it and him saying he could release the soul is the same thing.
How would we be persuaded by it?
You could spend it.
That's the... it's
Yeah.
not relevant, he says quickly when you ask that question.
He does. It sounds like he doesn't want to give you the information because then you may want to do it. He doesn't want to give you anything that may tempt you. I
Well,
get that.
we have run across a lot of things that may
Nothing
try to
very
tempt us in the
tempting.
future. I feel like having the knowledge would give us greater strength.
What about this?
He literally just... He stumbles over his words. He's like...
What if we and he's saying this aloud to the priest and to the party. What if we bring the coin here and have you free whatever poor soul is inside of it, because that's the right thing to do.
The priest nods.
And
I would
and
expect that
after-
from a child of Helm.
and after we do this, as a sign of the fact that you can trust us not to be tempted by such a thing, you'll tell us everything you know about them.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage as a paladin of Helm.
22.
Nice.
All right. He reluctantly nods and he says, "I trust that a paladin of Helm would not misuse this. I will tell you, and you alone, and let you determine whether or not to share it with your friends."
Okay.
And he nods. He says,
Now what about these other evil things?
What about-
we have like 2 more sketches.
No, what about this thing? And this.
I don't know if we want to show him those, to be honest. He's
"Well,
already,
with full
like,
context clues, now you're all evil."
It's like, well, you know, how about these things that have the symbol of Orcus on them?
I think we
He's
probably
just
both
like,
know what
I cast thee out.
Like I swear.
Like he rips the helm symbol off my shield.
Spartan
They-
on the steps.
Yeah, we may not want to press our luck here.
They have completely no bearing on each other, just completely separate, which is actually the truth. As far as we know, they have nothing to do with each other.
No, that's true. It's just funny.
No.
If you go to pull the papers out, Edwin would
Yeah.
like no, and like hold his hand up.
We'll bring the other 2 other priests. We'll separate it. One per priest.
Yeah, one per priest.
No, it
Everybody
says-
gets one.
And he says, "Return with the coin, and I will perform a ritual to free the soul trapped within."
I go and I look at
well,
Evan,
we have it, but I'm going to. I don't like to lie, but I'm not going to also just pull it out of my bag of holding because I think that's where it is.
Well, it's not here. It's in a different plane. Inside.
Right, but yeah.
Oof, you guys have it on you. I forgot about that. You told them
Yeah.
you didn't.
Yeah, it's not
It's in a bag of holding, so it's another plane, but I'm
The
not
coin
pulling
is
it
in
out
the
right
bag
here.
of holding, or was I still holding the coin? Because I thought I was still.
Oh,
holding
you
the
might still be
coin.
holding it actually.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm checking my
I
inventory.
Left it specifically.
Yep, I have the 2 ritualistic daggers of Orcus and the golden idol of Inogu
You know,
inside of a wooden box. I do not have the coin. I have my defaced coin, which I will also be bringing back to him. But yeah, again, if you go to pull the coin out, I'd be like I would just like put up the hand, kind of like okay, we'll be back with it.
wow, you're lying to a priest
I'm
of
not
your own
lying, I'm not-
religion. Horrible.
I don't know that Anthemilla has it. I don't know where it is right now.
I mean,
You're
we did.
meta.
Okay,
oh my god, boys.
Okay,
Seriously, what are we doing? What are we
one
doing?
thing we did
I'm going
talk
to
about
go
it in advance.
free-
That's why we had the drawings. We talked about it in advance, so we had the drawings,
Yeah, but yeah.
so we know where that coin is.
If it's on Anthemilla, it's on Anthemilla. I mean that's where it is. It's just I don't know. If you want to pull the coin out, you most certainly can. Evan's not gonna like grab your arm or anything.
You actually implied that you would do that.
No. I said I would put my hand up, like my hand like kind of like low, like below my waist, like trying to like. But no, I wouldn't actually physically stop Anthemilla from pulling it out.
No, I'm not going to whip the damn coin out. Like, this guy clearly doesn't trust me, and I mean, I can't really blame him.
The infernal heritage tiefling pulls out a soul coin right in front
Hey,
of
what's
him.
this? You haven't seen what I'm
Start
here for.
speaking in infernal.
Which like half of the party can speak.
Yeah, I can speak infernal, abyssal, and celestial.
We just speak abyssal to each
And the
other.
priest is just like, oh my god.
Protect me.
Because we talked about it before we went in there. I go back to my horse, I grab the coin, I come back and bring him and give him the coin.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you giving the coin to him?
I am going to. I want to see this ritual. So.
Okay.
Is he? Yeah, he said he would tell me everything, but I assume he's going to perform the ritual in front of all of us.
Yeah.
Be better.
Cool.
So you give it to him?
I mean, I think yes.
I'm waiting for a yes.
If Anthemilla has it.
Like, I mean, we're all in agreement about this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Edmund is very much in agreement about this after he knows what it is.
I mean, we're in a trip. I mean, it can't.
I mean, for a neutral or good aligned character, it's hard to say no
It
to.
should be fine.
Yeah.
So I give
Let's
him-
liberate
I
the
give him
soul of a person in there.
Right. Yeah, that's just not cool.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
if Duncan's soul was in one of those things?
It might be in one of those things, for all we know. But anyway, so yes, of course, under the agreement that we're watching him free this soul. So yes, as long as he's about to do that, like now, you know.
You put it in his hand?
Why are you making steps?
I'm just asking a simple question, dude. Are you giving him the coin?
Yes,
so hard.
twice!
You said yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you give the coin to the priest, and he closes his hands around the coin and starts laughing maniacally. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna punch him in his old face.
No, so he
Roll initiative.
he simply takes the coin, sits down holding it, and doesn't really say anything. He just literally sits there holding it for about an hour.
I want to cast detect magic so bad.
He literally just sits there doing nothing for an hour. And suddenly, on the face of the coin, a mar cuts through the coin, and you see a blue wisp of energy, is the best way you could call it, kind of lifting from the coin, and then it just kind of disappears. And the priest opens his eyes. and just stands up and he says it is done.
Does the coin look like Edmund's now?
Edmund, you would know it looks exactly like your coin.
Okay. I would, well, okay, I'll wait for the conversation we're going to have in private where he's going to tell me all about it.
And he says, oh, crap, I forgot about something.
Uh-oh.
All that, are you going to hand it over? You handed it over? Are you
No.
handed it over?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was going to make Pipkip try to do something with you when you left.
Yeah, he probably wasn't very happy that you were giving it away.
Oh, when he sees you.
I guess he wouldn't know.
He wouldn't. He doesn't know. He can't hear or see in there. Even if the windows were open, he wouldn't be able to see inside. So he can't hear or see anything that's going on inside that place. But he would certainly ask you when you left alone, but I'm not making that happen retroactively, so we're fine.
Yeah.
The priest would usher you into a separate room, Edmund.
Mm-hmm. Is he going to hand me back the coin?
It's on the ground. He doesn't take it. He doesn't seem to care about it anymore.
Alright.
Littering.
He takes you to a separate room, and he tells you, Edmund, that, like I said, my child, the coin...
Can I try to eavesdrop?
You can certainly try. Give me a stealth check. It won't be hard to hear him if you could approach. It's just a matter whether or not you hear him. Cool. So yeah, Eldrin, you could hear this as well.
Nice.
No perception needed. He tells you, Edmund, that soul coins are minted in the 9 hells, and that they literally forge mortal souls into these coins, and that the coins have the ability to be used for lots of purposes, and so effectively that's why they're currency in the 9 hells. You have the ability to literally take life from the coin to bolster your own. You have the ability to ask questions of the soul in the coin as well. So you literally take the essence of the soul, effectively destroying it by using these things, which is why I didn't want to tell your friends. Some people would use this for their own benefit at the expense of someone's soul, which would be gone forever.
So one doesn't have to be of a nefarious variety in order to use such abilities. It's just a matter of will.
Yeah, it just by having it and knowing what it's for.
Gotcha.
You could use it.
Does it, if you do something like that, does it eat away at the soul bit by bit, or does it just go? Like if you do it, if you ask it a question, is the soul just gone now and it's marred?
So depending on the strength of the soul,
Gotcha.
Generally, you could use it for these things several times. But once it is spent, it is spent. The soul is literally destroyed into oblivion. Does not get to pass.
That was my next question. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere.
It's literally just as though it doesn't exist anymore. It's the worst fate I can imagine.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Hold on, I have other questions. 1 second. What was it? You said they're minted in the 9 hells. That's the only place you can mint them. You couldn't, even if there was a devil or a demon or whatever on. Is it devils and demons that use them, or just devils?
Just devils. This is devil's currency.
Right. Gotcha. If there was a devil here on the mortal plane, could they mint one here, or can they only mint it in the 9 hells?
No, these are specifically forged in the 9 hells.
That's good.
I don't know if that's good, but...
Well, it's not good, but I mean, it's good that they can't make them here, is my point. Sorry. Is it made at the time of death, or...
No, so when souls are trapped in the 9 hells, they could linger there for a period of time, and they can choose to add them to the ranks of their legions of devils, or they could keep them there, or they can mint them into coins. Depends on the devil.
Yeah. So I would probably explain to him the Ballad of Duncan.
Oh no.
I would basically just tell him about how I would not go into great detail about Pip Kip or anything, but I would say that that I knew a squire, and that on his death throes, I believe he made some sort of deal, and that his soul may be in the nine hells. Have you ever heard of anyone being able to be brought back from situation to be freed?
And he looks at you flatly and says, "No. Devils are devious in what they do. They design their contracts in ways to where they get what they want. I'm certain it's possible, but it sounds very unlikely. I've certainly never heard of anything like that."
And he kind of sighs and thanks him for all the information.
He nods.
I think that's it.
"May Helm's blessings go with you, my child." And he does like a classic priestly anointment sort of situation that I can't imagine. Something with his eyes, because that seems cool.
What is the end with you or whatever?
Yeah, he straight up Jeezys you.
Yeah. Cool.
And do you leave?
Yeah, I would go back out of the door. I don't know if he follows me or whatever, but yeah.
He follows you. You see Eldrin standing by the door.
I would definitely move. I would.
Yeah, I think that 21 stealth covered moving in and out.
You, dude. Yeah, you're good, dude. But everyone did see Eldrin leave, like everyone else that was standing there at the party.
Derek and Antonio would know that I went over.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Is there anything else I could help you with?
Yeah, I don't think this contract now.
No, I thank him again and tell him he's been extremely helpful, and that I'm glad that we decided to bring this here so that he could free the poor soul that was trapped within it. Oh, I did want to ask him one more thing. Damn, can I retroactively ask him something? If not, I'll just ask him right here. Retroactively. Sure. I will say, I'll turn, like, as we go to leave, I'll turn back and go, out of curiosity, what happened to the coin? Is that what happens when the soul is expended and when it's released, like what you did? Both?
He nods and says, "When the soul has been released or spent, it is marked to indicate so." And he would inform all of you that to free a soul from the coin, you just need to cast a... mechanically, it's remove curse on the coin.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I should have asked him that. Actually, I'm dumb.
He's telling you because he didn't think of it either.
Thank you for telling me.
He didn't, you know?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. So, I guess the last thing would be, if someone did use the coin for ill intent, for something negative, is there a way to tell? Does it scar that person in some way, a mortal?
No. There's no way to tell. That I'm aware of, anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I thank him again. Out of character, Edmund is having serious, like, crisis moment of, was this coin marred when his father got it, or did he use it? But he keeps that to himself. That is out of character. Cool. Yeah. Unless you guys want something else, Edmund starts walking towards the door. And it's saddened that he'll once again have Pip Kip to deal with once he leaves. The brief reprieve has been nice.
At least we know if we want to get away from him, we just gotta go into the temple.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, what were you guys doing in there? What were you guys doing in there?
Having a drink.
Yeah, just getting some priestly prayers in, you know.
Oh. He looks at all of you suspiciously.
Holding the
Lies are
invisibility.
Lies are not aggression.
holding the coin was made us feel like heavy, right?
Heavy, yeah.
Yep.
I didn't ask him about that either. I knew I was gonna forget things, but I'm sure that's just the like the narrative way to explain the burden of carrying another of a soul on you or something, but I don't know.
I would tell the party. I think I forgot something in there.
Oh boy.
You guys mind helping me look for it?
Oh my god.
Back in the temple, inside there.
What did you forget?
I'd rather not talk about it here.
Why? Says Pip Kip.
It wasn't that thing you were by the I just walk into the temple and shake my head.
Okay. Good.
Once we're inside, I would, tell Edmund if you're gonna tell us what the priest said.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Let's not talk about it outside of temples.
You shouldn't tell them at all, my son. Says the priest.
The priest is right there.
You said it was up to him whether he trusts us with the information.
Yeah.
Quiet you.
Someday when you're ready, he puts like his hand on your shoulder.
Nice.
But yeah, we will definitely need to take precautions with any such information. As Kenny, the person, goes to check the spell he doesn't have prepared, but to see if he has things that basically create. I guess it would be like hollow or something probably to do that, right? Ceremony? Does the ceremony work? No.
What are you asking for?
I was sorry.
Silence.
I was looking for like to see if ceremony or something like that made like if you could like be like in a room and basically turn it into a mini church for the moment.
You can ritual cast ceremony.
Yeah, but I don't think I can't ritual cast ceremony. I have ritual casting, but even then, I don't think it does that. I'll have to read through it. I'll read through it later. But
Is
it's
there
a long
something else
spell.
I could help you with, my child? The priest looks at you very confused.
No, sorry. We just wanted to take one last look at the temple. We've been on the road for so long,
Stop lying to the priest. Holy crap, Kenny.
I'm not technically lying.
Stop lying to the poor priest of
That
hell.
would actually be true.
That is not true. You did not come in there to get a second look, you filthy
true.
liar.
That's true.
Scumbag, lawful good paladin,
but it would
lies to
also
a
be
priest of his
true.
own religion.
It's both. It's so hard to play a character that doesn't lie.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
You guys are killing me today, man.
Especially in a party that is full and willing to do it.
Oh yeah, I'm the only. Yeah, let's go. We've caused him enough trouble.
You feel judged from above.
This guy,
Somehow, you feel like someone's watching you when you're in there.
Forgive me, Helm. I'll have to do a bunch of Hail Marys for that.
Oof! Ugh. Oh, lose inspiration if you have it.
I do.
You should lose it. Oh my god, I hate that.
That pun was so strong we lost Maurice.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
literally
Oh my God.
deleted himself from the internet. Oof.
And
So, what'd you guys talk about?
I didn't even hear it. Not even a bit. I
yeah.
I would say none of your business.
I'm not even gonna answer because apparently I can't talk without lying, and I'm not.
That's
I'm
true.
Not supposed to lie.
No, you can lie all you want.
Yeah.
You do you, boo.
I actually would taunt him and say, but you should have come in with us and listen.
I tried. He spits on the. You see a spit puddle appear on the ground after hearing the sound of spit. I don't know what's going on in there, but it's probably dangerous. You guys shouldn't go into places like that.
Okay.
You're
And
welcome for
looking
the
out.
helpful advice.
Derek says,
Thanks for looking out, Pip Kid.
yeah, but unfortunately,
Unfortunately, your voice
we
cut out.
have to.
Yeah.
A couple more temples we got to visit.
Temple? Oh.
Yeah, did you want to see the inside?
I mean, there's still Talos, for example, right, Anthemilla?
Talos.
Was it Talos?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I thought again, like the hierarchy is an actual temple would be likely to Talos.
I thought it was Tempest.
It's Tempest.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
yeah,
Tempest. Okay.
They're both T's.
Yeah.
So you guys go into another temple? Gonna try to find one for something?
Did Anthamilla want to go to a Temple of Tempest?
Well, if they have one, sure, but I think you said
They
No.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would remind the party that we have the letter and the holy symbol to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But that's not here, right? That's in Baldur's Gate?
Nope,
No,
that's
it's
in
in
El Terrell.
El
El
Terrell.
Terrell, gotcha.
Yeah.
Where's the map? Can you put us on the map, Donald?
Yes, I can do that.
Yep.
Thank you.
But so I would also say, so we have the letter, but we did want to find out. We got one of our 3 items wanted figured out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to see if there are other temples. I mean, I won't have the same pull that I did at a Temple of Helm, obviously.
True.
And then I would kind of side eye back and forth and say, but we should try to avoid Torm for obvious reasons.
You have your plate armor on now?
I'm changing it on my character sheet right now, but yeah, I would have put it this morning.
switching my weapon.
It's kind of dark because I have them labeled on my character sheet
Right.
as what's it called? Sir Ardor's longsword and Sir Ardor's plate mail.
Yeah, it's not the symbol of Torm on the plate mail. It's the symbol of the companion.
Yeah.
If that was relevant to what Derek was saying.
Yeah. I mean, I would want to get it. Scratched off or something, or changed to something else.
Why? They're not. I mean, we know about them, right? They're not a.
I don't think anyone's made a check on the Knights of El Terrell.
Oh. Well,
But you can make a history check.
history or religion? I mean, it doesn't matter. They're both -1 for me. But maybe it matters for somebody else.
History, you could make religion. It'd be a harder DC.
Gotcha. I'll do history. Nope.
I mean, I guess I would
Why
do it.
not?
Or somebody else
I
would do it too.
Take my time and
Yeah. Whoever's.
guidance and try and get some history lore in here. I think they're probably the best one to make it, but
Derek would be good to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys seem just so engaged. I figured I should do it.
okay.
I'll make a check. A history? No, religion check. You said
History.
history. Oh, thank goodness. Much.
There you go.
Yeah. 24.
Yep. So you would know that the Knights of El Terrell are known as Hell Riders, actually. And this is due to a story, and you don't know how true it is, but this is due to a story of a group of knights riding with some sort of angelic or holy creature into the 9 hells from El Terrell to launch an assault against devils. And they are supposedly very powerful, very good, and they are known for that deed specifically. Some of them, not very many, had returned from that trip, and they're celebrated as heroes in El Terrell. So generally, knights with the symbol of the companion would be associated with that order.
And that order is like currently standing, or is it
Yeah.
just the members?
No, it's still a current order of knights.
Right. And I would imagine impersonating something like that would not
Yeah.
be good.
Probably not.
Yeah. So,
But
I mean,
you
I
don't
would,
know for certain. People
Right.
might mistake you without being able to prove the veracity of your
Well, the problem
claim.
is, contrary to the last scene we were in, Edmund shouldn't be lying. So somebody
Well-
asked him directly.
um,
But
where would it kill the guy?
I mean, I do wear, as depicted by the art I had done, I do wear like a tabard type thing over my armor. So
I
Yeah?
mean, I would,
perhaps the symbol wouldn't even be visible.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I would
tabard
say-
would absolutely cover it.
Yeah, without closer inspection. I mean, if I was ever searched or something, it may be a problem, but
Yeah, my thing is that we're going to El Toro.
no, I get it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, you can put the symbol for your god on top of it, something. Get an insignia or something on it.
Is it engraved or embossed? Like, is it 3-dimensional or is it like engraved? And
I don't know
if
the
you don't know right this
difference.
second, engraved, I mean like a wood burning, like that's like carved into the metal.
Yeah.
Embossed meaning like almost like a hood ornament, like sticking out, like you can feel it, like a.
Well, you'd be able to feel both, right? They both have
Yeah, I
tactile
get it. But
differences.
you get what I'm saying.
It's
Something
more
like-
in.
Okay.
More in than out.
Okay. I don't. There's technical terms for it, but I don't know.
So you can have like
On-
metal added to it with an insignia or something, and then
Something.
cover it like that.
Yeah, but the thing I worry about with that too is taking it somewhere, and if the person happens to recognize it as a Knight of Eltrail's armor, and like I'm like, hey, can you go ahead and cover this up for me? Get rid of it.
Right. We might have to take it to maybe a shadier place.
So, I don't know if now's the time, but tonight I want to verify. I have listed Sir Arter was a knight of a companion, but particularly he was under the guidance of Torm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would you know from your check that those knights commonly served Torm, or was that just a him thing?
And that's what I'm trying to get at, because that's been his whole thing, is he knows if we're getting into the Elterguard, who are primarily supporters of this, he's just kind of lumping, is it all Torm supporters, or is it more Knights of Companion that he should be concerned about? Well, we should be concerned about, but specifically him, because they've been trying to kill him.
You would know that the Hell Riders worship multiple gods. Very commonly, it's Lathander, or gods of the Holy Triad, which you've heard of before. That term was used with the ritual place, which compose Helm, Torm, and Tyr.
The knights that helped us on the bridge,
Yep,
they had the companion, this symbol of the companion.
that's correct.
Yeah. So I mean, I would, if Derek brought that up, I would bring it up as, they saw you, they helped us. Doesn't seem,
Derek would be like, sure, but there was a lot going on. I'm not sure if necessarily paying attention who they were, so I've just been a little nervous and suspicious of all these guys lately.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay. I think that helps clear up some of my confusion, though.
Yeah.
So thank
I
you.
mean, if you're gonna have it covered with cloth and you want to leave it at that, that's fine. Edmund.
Yeah, I have a tabard that'll cover it.
Sure.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
And so we have that letter. Try to find some information about these artifacts. Also, don't forget, we don't have as many horses, so maybe this would be a good place to try to find some new steeds.
The only thing I worry about with that is we're probably not wealthy enough for that, but we can certainly attempt it. I don't know how much they run.
Well, also note that you know that the ideal remainder of your journey is across water. So
true.
you're
Oh, that's right. We're following a river.
yeah, the merchant had advised that you take a boat for like an easy,
Yeah,
like
that's right.
very safe and easy trip.
Yeah, so we'll be mostly on boat the rest of the way anyway. It sounds
Would
good.
okay, that's fine.
Did we have anything to buy or sell here? I guess this is more of an actual town, right?
Yeah, this is more of a full
We
service
have
town.
the 5 golden rings and
5 golden rings.
adorned with garnet, and then the 10 sapphires. We can try and sell that stuff.
We also had that case and the
Fine clothes.
Yeah,
fine
the fine
clothes.
clothes and the viol case. Yeah. Is there anywhere where we could probably like a bazaar or something where we could sell all that together, or we need to go to separate stores for
Well,
that?
you would know that things like jewels and jewelry are effectively good as cash. So you could literally in a lot of places even just use them in exchange for currency. But if you
Gotcha.
wanted to exchange them for currency, they're worth the exact gold value that I told you. You don't have to barter for those.
In this place, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. They have a lot of shops and they could definitely afford it, and it's well within their means.
Indexing my brain to think about if any spells I know of take sapphires or
That's the
gold
fun
or
part
garnet,
with gems. Sometimes
or-
it's not even worth cashing them in
Yeah.
because
like
Yeah,
you definitely don't want to cash in diamonds.
If we can use them as currency, then I think we're fine then.
in
Yeah,
most
that's
major
fine.
places it's like a 1-for-1 trade. The only problem you might run into is if you go to like a podunk place in the middle of nowhere, like the bridge.
Right, like that one we tried. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
that-
have our own gold for that, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
Any
magic shops?
There might be. They're not very well advertised if they're here. Do you want to look for one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So just asking around, they would absolutely say that there is a store that sells magic items here. And the name of the store is, drumroll please, random generator.
The magic bow and quiver store.
Zavdal, Xavdal, Zavdal's Emporium.
XAVDAL
Mm-hmm.
Close enough.
import? All right. Yeah, I'm up for visiting that if everybody else wants to.
Why not?
Our last potion came in handy, so
Did we use that thing?
yeah. I healed
yeah.
that, Derek. After
Yeah.
I saved everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, I healed Anthemila.
Nope. I was going to say Anthemila.
Yeah.
All right, so they're able to point you in the right direction, and inside you see a couple of baubles. There's definitely a lot of potions. And when you enter, the man greets you. Hello, how can I help you today?
Just looking around, what kind of items do you have for sale?
Oh, we have all sorts of magic items. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Yes.
You have any bows or quivers?
Bows. Alright, so here's where I roll against the magic item table. I'm going to do 3 from A, 2 from B, and 1 from C. 3 from A. A. 2 from B. And what did I say? 1 for C?
I think so.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Alright, so he thinks. What is this B? 40. And new one is gonna be the one that. He says, I'm afraid not. A lot of the weapons and armor type stuff I don't actually carry here. Or when I do get it, it tends to sell very quickly. I do have lots of potions and some scrolls, though.
Do you have any wands?
No, afraid I don't have any wands.
Hmm.
Mechanically, you would recognize he has every sort of potion ranging from... Dang it, where are you? Stupid potion magic item thingy.
I imagine he has at least common and uncommon, since the bridge place, I think, did.
Yeah. But I think some of these were actually rare and very rare that I rolled up to.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just meant like as far as below that.
Yeah, he has all common and uncommon potions. He has spell scrolls for wizard and sorcerer, for levels cantrip through 2. He does not have any staffs or wands. He also has a couple of very rare potions, but those are well beyond your price range. It's probably not even worth me bringing up.
That makes sense.
Some of the stuff he rolled was... pretty much everything I rolled was a potion or a scroll. I feel bad.
Damn it. It happens.
No gloves, no,
Ask him how
no
much a
shoes.
scroll
Yeah, there's
would
nothing
be
that's like
made.
equipables. They're all consumables. The highest end item was a level 5 spell scroll, which is kind of ridiculous, but there's no way you're going to be able to afford that.
How much would a cantrip be?
Cantrip scrolls are pretty cheap, actually. Give me a second.
Like just to get a cantrip you don't normally have or something.
Specific one? I have to pick it up later.
Yeah, so a scroll with a cantrip on it is 25 gold. Remember, you would all know that they're all one-time usage, so
One-time use. Yeah.
it's...
Alright, I pay 25 gold for a scroll of booming blade.
Okay. He has that, absolutely. That's a wizard spell. Go ahead and remove the gold.
If you're a cleric, you can use wizard spell scrolls. I don't remember how scrolls work.
Oh, that's true. Actually, you're not...
Quick check. Because
That-
I only have intelligence 12, so can I actually use that thing?
That's a
Yeah, I
good
don't know how
point.
that works. Scrolls are confusing sometimes.
Does he have a Find Familiar scroll?
Yes, he does.
Oh,
Ooh, that's...
So here's how scrolls work. If the spell's on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast the spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting this spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. Once it's used, it's gone. If the class is on your spell's class list, but a higher level than you can normally cast, you have to make an ability check to cast it, which is 10 plus the spell's level. But if it's on your spell list and within your range, it's very easy to cast. Otherwise, you can't even read the scroll. So,
Right. So if you're a cleric and you don't get that wizard spell, you can't do it.
damn it.
Or whatever. Ranger with Find Familiar, same thing.
So I can't
Yeah.
actually cast this thing because I'm not a wizard.
correct. And normally, I would suggest to Eldarin, if you wanted a familiar, you find a wizard to cast the spell for you, I suppose, maybe?
Can you
Would
do
that
that?
work? Like, would
Wait, you can
would
do
the
that?
familiar be mine or his?
I have to
Yeah.
read Find Familiar, but you could definitely pay for spellcasting services. Let me see if Find Familiar...
I would definitely want to do that.
Way cheaper.
The only downside to it is normally for a wizard, when it dies and goes back to whatever realm it's from, you just resummon it. For you, you'd have to find another wizard to recast it for you. But still,
It looks
As
like
long
it's
as
for
it-
the caster for that spell, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think
Find
it is.
Familiar is a bad example, but there might be other spells that
Yeah, like
aren't
buffs
tied
and
to the
stuff.
caster. Yeah, so...
It's just that's one of those permanent spells, you know.
Yeah. They're pretty careful with stuff like that, but spellcasting service is a thing. Like, you could literally pay for a wizard to cast, like, scrying for you or something like that.
Right.
That's absolutely a thing.
For potions, sorry, give me just a second. For common and uncommon potions, what are their costs? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
so... It is... For common, it is, depending on the potion, 50 to 100 gold. And for uncommon, it's 101 to 500. It really depends on the potion, but that's the low end to high end range for potions.
Gotcha. So uncommon, you said was 50 to 100.
That's common.
Oh shit.
Yeah, healing potions are expensive.
Yeah, I remember we used like all 50. I think all 40 or 50 gold of the
Yep.
Yeah, we use
treasury
the treasury.
last time.
I mean,
I mean,
he
we
can
can
save the party member, but
Yeah. I mean, if they're 50 gold, we have those 5 rings worth 50 gold each, and 10 sapphires worth 20 gold each. So we can definitely grab a healing potion or two using those, as long as he'll accept them as payment if the party wants to do that. I was looking at, for the purposes of, when we know we're getting into some shit in the future, an uncommon, have the potion of hill giant strength, which apparently makes your strength 21.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, for the purposes of my attacks and stuff. But
I think
Uncommon.
one of those is actually rolled, actually.
oh wow.
I think that was one of the ones.
Oh, then it's probably rare or very rare. I imagine, because uncommon he should just have, unless it just also double dipped.
Yeah, it's some of these double dipped.
That sucks. But yeah, I'm sure it's like 150 or 200 gold, and I have nowhere near that. So
43, 44 on table B. Yeah, you rolled a 40 on table B, which is potion of hill giant strength.
that's funny. Elion, by the way, it goes all the way up to legendary, which is potion of storm giant strength, which makes your strength at 29 for 1 hour.
Jesus. For 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do they have something similar for dexterity?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It'd be really
Yeah.
powerful because dexterity adds to your
Oh,
AC.
AC. Yeah.
And initiative. And
There's some
just
stuff-
Dex is a really good stat.
Potion
Yeah.
of resistance is really cool. The only reason I wouldn't do it is when you buy one, it looks like the DM rolls a D10, and that determines which resistance it is.
Yeah.
Seems bad.
I could probably make it so you could find potions of a specific
If
type
you
of
could
resistance.
pick, then that's not too bad.
I'd probably
What
make
is
it
it?
more expensive or something.
Does it just give you
Yeah.
a resistance of a type?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, let's
there's-
chug a potion of fire resistance.
Right. So
Before.
it gives you resistance for an hour. Yeah. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go fight things that are commonly gonna use fire. Well, let me go ahead and chug a fire resistance potion.
Yeah, red dragons, let's chug this. Let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty useful for it being an uncommon potion.
Yeah.
That's useful at late, like even in late game, taking
Yep.
half damage from stuff.
Well, the later,
That's-
the more damage you're gonna say, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's super useful. It's just, right. It's you don't always know what you're going to be going up against, so
We're
it's
still
more
pretty-
useful.
Yeah.
It's more useful when you specifically, like he said, like, oh, I'm going to fight a red dragon. Oh, I know I need this.
We're
There's
pretty
also-
poor as a party. So.
Yeah. I mean, well, we're money poor.
But we're
I've got-
rich in
I've-
friendship.
I've got. Actually, we're not even that money poor. We're
I was
just,
about
we're
to
just
say, you know what? We're not even rich.
we're just item heavy, right? Like we have 5 gold. I mean, I'm not even talking about like. I'm
I
not
do have.
talking-
I have the spyglass.
You have the
that's right.
spyglass, which is about $1,000, and then we have 5 rings worth 50 gold each, and then 10 sap. I mean, that's another 200, 450, almost 500 gold.
I was hoping he was
Like-
something good because then I can try to barter for the spyglass and.
Yeah, I mean, we have almost 1,500 gold, and just, I mean, that's not even counting like if I sold my old longsword and chainmail and stuff, which is, I mean, not gonna fetch a lot, but it's something.
What did Antamila do
Yeah,
for
I
level
remember.
4? Did you get your strength high enough for your
For me?
plate? Yeah.
Oh, for your plate for level.
Oh no, I switched back to a shield.
You switch back to a shield, so you didn't have to worry about wearing the plate.
So we're gonna sell that plate then.
We are probably gonna sell that plate.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean that's heavy enough that we might want to do that here. Yes,
It's
yeah.
it's in the bag of holding, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
Um,
if I need to put stuff in the bag of holding.
yeah. I don't think there's anything. We could buy a potion of comprehend languages. That might come in handy at some point.
mean, How much is a potion of healing?
50.
Yeah,
If
50.
you ask him, he would say 50 gold.
I think we at least want one.
At least one, yeah.
15 gold, 1-5?
50. 50. Yeah, that's the going rate for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
normal
wouldn't
price.
I wouldn't feel bad paying that.
So that's one
And
ring.
Edmund's not going to try and roll because the last time he tried to roll something, the guy just decided not to buy from him in the first place. So
Will there be one ring?
yeah, it'd be one gold ring if we wanted to do that, assuming he'd take the ring.
If he'll take the ring, can we just give him all 5 rings and get 5 potions?
We could, but I think that's overkill.
Really?
I
It's better
think
to
one.
have.
I think 1 or 2 is okay.
Okay,
I don't think we
2
need
rings,
5.
potions,
My concern. Okay.
Because we're going to outscale them eventually, and if we don't use them soon
it
enough,
might-
then it's going to be like, okay.
It might be a little metagamey though, but we might not have access to shops later.
Well, we should certainly in Baldur's Gate, right? We should have the same shops, if not better shops in Baldur's Gate, I would assume, out of character. Edmund has no clue, but he's assuming that from the stories he's heard that Baldur's Gate is just as grand as Waterdeep, and you can find all kinds of things in Waterdeep. So-
I would want at least 2.
Okay.
It's nice we have the rings.
I mean,
One
it's
ring for
party
each.
party stuff. So if we want to get 5, we can get 5. I was just saying.
I would say at least 2.
I'll also agree with 2. What I will say though, guys, is we have 10 minutes left. Is this stuff we can converse over the week?
That's up to Donald, I think.
Well, we're about to reach a segue anyway, depending on what you guys decide to do in town. If you're doing anything else, then maybe we won't get to that segue. But otherwise, I don't mind this taking a little more time. It's up to you guys. Like it's a pretty easy situation. Just tell me what you want to buy.
Two rings for 2 potions, and then are we done here?
I think so. As long as is he willing to do that, Donald?
Yeah, he I could always put rings to use for enchantment.
Cool. So yeah, we trade him 2 gold rings adorned with garnet.
Do you have enchanted rings?
I sell them pretty quick, but I can make them.
Can you make these into enchanted rings?
It would take me some time, but yes.
How long?
Well, out of character, it's some absurdly long amount of time.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact amount of time, but it's a long time.
It's a long time and probably more money than we have right.
Yeah, rare. Even like the lowest quality, like just like cosmetic magic rings are like 200 something.
I
That's
think
just like
the only
ring that looks shiny, always
Yeah,
or something.
Unless we are going to seriously look for another temple to show another one of the sketches to, I think the only other thing in town that I can think of would be maybe trying to sell some of that stuff, like the just mundane stuff, right? Like we have things like old equipment we're no longer using, the veal case, the fine clothing, like stuff like that. Like we can try and offload that stuff if we want. I feel like that we could do behind the scenes. Like we could Donald could just tell us the standard rate for it if there's somebody to buy it, and we could just get whatever. I think it's like half the value of the items or something. I don't know.
Yeah, as long as it's not worn, anything that you have sells for half the rate, no questions asked.
Yeah. So that we don't even need to play out. I don't think we can just say it happens.
Yeah, just need to mark it off your character sheets and do that
Yeah,
appropriately.
because I'll probably sell my chainmail and my longsword. Actually, I don't know. It depends. I'll look at that because if the bag of holding can hold a ton of stuff, then I may not sell them. But if I think I'm going to run out of room, then I may get rid of them so that I'm not being weighed down by them or whatever, or like out of room. But yeah, anything else we want to do? Did we want to go to another temple?
Uh,
Well, I mean, we got a sketch of the idol, which Derek has interest in because, he did a save, so he doesn't know what happened, but he probably felt a tingle or something when he touched it. So he may be interested in knowing more about that idol, which makes sense.
I think
For-
personally,
even without that, Derek's more concerned that we were out in the middle of nowhere. These things, even if we believe the idol was what caused it, like where did the idol come from? What were these people? We just kind of said, oh, okay, well, I guess it wasn't a big deal, and then we just walked off without even finding any information about that, and that's really disturbing to him because he's like, what's to say this isn't going to immediately happen again?
We checked the idol. We did a check on the idol. Did we ever do a check on the maw demons and
on the what?
the maw demons themselves, the things that popped out of the humanoids?
I think I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys made a check on those.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, we
Okay,
for
keep
sure
going.
did. I mean, we knew that they were going after the coin, and now Edmund and Eldrin know more about the coin.
Yeah, the thing I guess
Yeah.
that would be interesting that you learn new information on is those were demons, and the question was
Going
asked
after a devil coin.
Right.
yeah, because you know that
Devils.
they're not using it as currency. You might be able to chalk that up to it just simply containing a soul, though, I suppose. But
Right.
then again,
Right.
so do your fleshy bodies.
Yeah. Or maybe they don't use it for currency, but since devils do, they can get it and use it as a way to get favors from devils or something. I'm sure demons can make deals with devils just like humans can.
It's true, they can.
So, yeah, I mean, that's my vote. Is either we find another temple to look into the idol, 'cause I think the Orcus ritual daggers are the least priority. They're obviously just they're ritual daggers. They're not magic, and they're used in rituals of Orcus. Like we don't need to know a ton more about those. Off the I mean, it'd be cool, but the idol's more important, I think, to know about if we're gonna find out something. Other than that, I think Edmund's vote would be for getting on the road because there's a
Yeah.
Duncan countdown happening.
It's
There's
the
also-
Duncan
And
countdown.
Eldrin would also press, because he kind of feels an obligation to bring the letter to Alterel warning
Yes,
of
that
the
too.
attack on the bridge.
Right,
Like-
before it gets worse.
Right.
Yeah, certainly.
He wouldn't want to be like there's temples there, so as far as he knows, we can just do that there.
Yeah. It's true.
Cool, perfect. Let's get going.
All right, so how are you
Yeah.
going to do it? How are you going to El Terrell?
I think the waterway makes the most sense, right?
Gotcha. So you guys are going to try to find a ship?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your horses?
Can
Can
they
we-
go on the
Can
ship?
they like we ford them or whatever or
Ford them?
yeah, isn't that what it's called?
I thought
Yeah, it's
that's
definitely
when you.
called that.
I thought that's when you ride the horses across the river.
I don't think so. Is it?
I think
thought
that's what it
when
was in
you-
Oregon Trail when you tried to ford the river
Well,
with your oxen.
our great city of Jacksonville used to be called. They would ford the cows across the river,
Yeah.
and that's a little bit deep, so I don't think cows could walk across that.
Yeah. So I don't know if you'd be putting them in the water at all unless you want to. Like, are you trying to ride the
walk or
horses in
drive
the water?
across. No. Yeah, I chose the word poorly, I guess. The question was, can we get a boat or vessel big enough to put us and the horses on?
Maybe. You imagine you would have to pay for them as well, which is maybe not a big deal. It'd probably need to be a bigger ship as well. Normally,
Yeah.
they're like your party could easily fit on like a standard, I think they're called keelboat, for a group
Yeah.
of 4, which can be piloted by just a single person, pretty much.
Right.
Whereas if you're trying to put on 2 horses, you might need to
Mhm.
be looking for a bigger vessel, which may or may not exist. But that might be additional fare. You need bigger crew, etc., etc.
Cool. Well, I mean, we're almost out of time. Do you just want to maybe post that in the group so that we know, and we can just roll it into the recap next week?
Yeah. But I think we would try to get the bigger boat.
We would try to, yes. If it's like absurd or something, then maybe we just sell the horses and make some coin off of it. And because once we get to Baldur, I mean, like this, I don't know. I don't think this is metagamey. I mean, I guess it is because eventually you'd want to go back home, right? But my point is like once that's our terminal destination, right? Like once we go to Baldur's Gate, we're not getting back on the tradeway or anything, right? We don't really need horses, do we? I mean, we might.
To me,
Hopefully
it's just
assume
like-
that storm would be gone by then, so we would just take the
Yeah,
water.
that's the reason we took the land.
Yeah, but I agree with Eldrin. I would like to try and take the horses if we can.
Yeah.
But
My-
if it becomes too problematic, then we
My trusty steed has helped us along the way.
Wait, your Steve was
we
one of the
also
ones
have to
that
go
went
pick
away,
up
Yeah.
the
right?
dog.
I know, but I used another one and I.
Oh,
converted-
Doggo too.
Oh, we have
Oh,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah,
Doggo.
Doggo's definitely coming.
Yes.
Oh.
For sure.
You
Hopper
don't want
is
to
coming.
ford in doggy paddle style, Kenny?
No, I chose the wrong word. You know what I meant.
Okay, so we'll do horse, or we'll do boat. But whatever boat you take, which we'll discuss at the beginning of next session, your journey down the waterway is completely uneventful, as the merchant had mentioned it would be.
Cool.
You literally have
so,
no encounters on the water on the way to El Terrell. As you
Oh, cool,
approach
cool.
El Terrell, you see something very interesting.
Ooh.
In the sky, above El Terrell, your eyes are kind of playing tricks on you, you think, because you see the sun, but, you've been traveling, and the sun doesn't really match up with the time of day it is. And then you kind of just look up, and the sun is in the sky where it should be, and it's like there's a second sun in the sky that you can start to see as you get closer to El Terrell, which washes over the land. And you would know this is the companion, which is the symbol that's on the armor, that is also known as a second sun over El Terrell, which makes the city bathed in a perpetual daylight.
Whoa. Sounds horrible.
And we will continue from there with El Terrell next week. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and thank you, everyone, for playing. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Have a good night.